All righty, guys. Sorry about that. My show ran a little bit long. Did it last ran a little bit longer than it usually does. I'm on Giants Collective, just so you know. Me and 3 co-workers host the Giants show every Tuesday and Thursday. So a little bit late in getting into the game tonight. We are here. We're here going down with the ship. If it goes down tonight, it ain't gonna go down tonight because we're gonna fucking win, right? Yankees got it out on a strikeout. Here's Schneider the pitch upstairs. It's 2-2. What's going on, everybody? Let's go Yankees. Ravi LK, Nick, Marcus, how we doing? Appreciate you being here. Again, I don't get a lot of people in these streams, so you know it is what it is. It'll be a 2-2 pitch from Rodon to Schneider. And the pitch. That should have been called a strike, and it was not. I wish Giants 83, but I don't think anybody's going to get fired. Kevin, the Giants aren't winning. The Giants aren't winning Thursday. You guys should. Your offense will find itself against us. Pitch upstairs, and he walked him. So not a good job there by Rodon, walking a guy that's hitting about 210 in front of Vlad. So typical Yankee baseball. Really stupid start by the Yankees. And here's Vlad. And again, you want to talk about a guy that got right? Get right against this Yankee pitching. Vlad didn't do shit the month of September. In this series, he's 6-for-9 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. The pitch. And it's outside. Rodon can't find the zone. 1-0. I guess for me, with the Yankees, I'm kind of past getting mad at them, man. I just don't expect them to win. I just don't. Pitch inside 2-0. Like I said, man, I don't know if it was my Yankee post game or what it was, but if I die tomorrow, I go to my grave saying I saw the Yankees and Giants win 9 championships. A lot of fan bases don't get 9 championships between their teams, so I got lucky. And Vlad hits it in the air, and it's 2-0 Toronto. That's exactly what couldn't happen. You know, I didn't even get a chance to come on here and say the Yankees got to get a lead, got to get the crowd into it, and Rodon sucks. You walk a guy hitting 210, then you go behind 2-0, you throw a fastball right down the middle of the plate. I guess the good thing is I'll have a little extra time not having to cover the Yankees. This is a terrible pitch. And this guy's way too comfortable at the plate. And I'm sorry, man. You gotta knock a guy off the plate. You gotta pitch inside. You gotta bust him up and in. You gotta make him move his feet. He's way too comfortable there. The game's on FS1. Game's on FS1. Here's Kirk. The funniest thing in this series so far was hearing that Alejandro Kirk weighed 245 pounds. Yeah, I expect the Yankees to lose tonight. I said that to everybody at work today. So I'm doing this game. I got to be honest. If after doing the Giants show tonight, if this series was tied at 1 apiece, I probably wouldn't have done this tonight. But since it's probably going to be the last game, I wanted to do it one time. And not to mention tomorrow I'm doing Super Friends, so it'll be good that their season's over. Inside 2-1. So again, I don't know that you could have got off to a worse start if you're Carlos Rodon, which I don't trust at all. I just don't. I never trust this guy in a big spot. He has not proven he can pitch in a big spot, and you know. There's Max Fried. He got lit up. Somebody was mentioning that they felt like Toronto was doing something like the Astros did, where they were hitting garbage cans. They knew what pitches were coming. That'd be something, wouldn't it? 2-2. And Rodon can't put anybody away. Rodon needs a shave. Speaking of which, working with a new sponsor, right up my alley when it comes to shaving. Pitch. Bounced up there, 3-2. I think Boone should get somebody warming in the bullpen right now. It's your last game. Get Heel up. Get somebody up right now. Rodon's got nothing. May not even get out of the first inning, man. I get somebody up right now. Your season's on the line. You can't save him for tomorrow. What are you saving for tomorrow for? You got to get through today. Kirk with a slow bouncer to third, and McMahon throws him out and 2 away. I hope Henry doesn't have his worst season ever. I have him on my fantasy team, but he had a really good first game, and that was it. That's a sorry loser. I'm not saying that. Somebody on Twitter said it. I'm not saying it. Pitch in there for a strike. B-Rog says, I'm just so pissed at sports today. It's been a rough October for New York fans. It's been a very rough October. It's weird as a New York fan. I've been a fan of New York sports for 43 years. It is very weird to go into any season and sit there and go, God, our best chance of winning a championship is the New York Knicks. That's insane. The last time I probably said that was 1993, honestly. Pitch, low, 1-2. I think that might have been the last time I said that. Was the 93 season. The Giants are no good in 92, going into 93. Now, the Giants didn't make the playoffs in 93. The Yankees are no good in 92, going into 93. They were better in 93, but didn't make the postseason. Swine missed strike 3, so Rodon strikes out 2, but he gives up a massive 2-run homer to Vlad Jr. 2 runs, 1 hit, none left. We played a half an inning. Blue Jays 2, Yanks coming to bat. I did say that, obviously if the Yankees lose, there's no Yankee baseball, but I still like calling baseball games. So I'm sure if I have the time, I will find other games to call. I know I always have a lot of LA fans in my chat because I cover the Lakers. So there's some Dodger games and I have a free night. We'll throw a couple Dodger games in there. It'll be nice to watch a good baseball team play baseball. So I'll probably it looks like the Dodgers are going to win that series. And that Dodgers Brewers series, I'm sure I'm going to want to do some games in that thing. Because those two teams are really good. I think the Brewers actually could go to the World Series. But I think that'll be a great series if it happens. Want to give a big shout out to Sleeper. Sleeper sponsors the game tonight. Guys and girls, check out Sleeper. It's a lot of fun. Over 11 million people are using the Sleeper app. You can play daily fantasy, Major League Baseball, college football, college basketball. NBA's right around the corner. You can do that. They have $1 minimum entries. It takes 30 seconds to join anything. It only takes 30 seconds to sign up. It's not really that difficult. It's available in over 30 states. You can win up to 1,000 times your cash. Click the link in the description. I've had so much fun with Sleeper. I can't wait for the NBA because that's going to be fun, picking my over-under on stats with Sleeper. I've had a lot of fun. Get the link in the description. Enter that promo code BADDOG. It's BADDOG. You get a 100% match deposit bonus. All the way up to $100 on your first deposit. And not only that, they have a really good promotion going. You can try it for free. Again, just click the link in the description. Sign up for an account with Sleeper. You get a free $20. No deposit required. This allows you to try it out. And if you like it, you're still eligible for that 100% match deposit bonus. So check out Sleeper. You'll have a lot of fun on it. Kick some ass, man. Let's go. I'm looking forward to the basketball picks this year myself. That's going to be fun. Vlad, first player in franchise history, the homer 3. He's not done. He's going to hit another one tonight. The Blue Jays are probably going to win this game out 10-1. This won't be close. The Yankees are a defeated team. They really are. You can tell. The Blue Jays took the steam. The Blue Jays took the piss right out of the Yankees. I know Judge has hit well this postseason. I mean, he's definitely had his best. He's hitting 444. He's on bases over 500. He's gotten his hits, but that strikeout in the sixth inning with the base loaded, that inning where the Yankees had the bases loaded with nobody out, down 2-0, and they only got one run, that shifted the momentum of the entire series. They never recovered. That at bat was key. That at bat was key. Pitched outside 2-0. It is Shane Bieber. He's going to face the lineup of Trent Grisham leading off. Aaron Judge bats second. Grisham grounds at the first. Vlad has it. What away. Cody Bellinger, the left fielder, will bat third. Ben Rice cleans up and plays first base. Giancarlo Stanton will DH and bat fifth. Jazz Chisholm, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Ryan McMahon plays third and bat seventh. Anthony Volpe, who's had a good playoffs, will bat eighth and play short. And Austin Wells, catcher, bats ninth. Yeah, Ernie, and I'll be honest, I don't expect, I mean, if Schlittler pitched, I definitely would not expect him to do what he did against Boston. The Blue Jays are a much better hitting team than Boston, but as sad as it is, I trust Schlittler way more than I trust Rodon. I do not like Rodon in a big spot. I don't think he's a big game pitcher. I don't. The pitch to Judge swung on, and there's another base hit. I mean, Judge continues to get his base hits. You know, so people can say he's not a big time performer in the postseason. I mean, he's getting his hits. Somebody else has to step up. Why does Judge have to do everything? It's also amazing to me how people freaking bow to Ohtani. You know, Ohtani's a career 228 hitter in the post. Not like Ohtani steps up in October. Then I bring up Cody Bellinger. I tell you this right now, man. It'd be nice for Cody to pop one. Get this crowd back into it. Pitch. And he pops one right. Pops it up straight up in the air. Center field of Varsho under 2 away. Cody has had a very, very bad series. Lot of first pitch swings, a lot of pop-ups, trying to pull the ball out of the park, dipping the shoulder, opening the hips, and that'll lead to a pop-up every time. Here's Ben Rice. And he has had a very bad series as well. Of course, Yasevich looked like Yasiever. And first pitch swinging again, and it's kicked by the second baseman. The Yankees are going to get a break. Weak ground ball, and I can't field. Former Yankee, IKF. We all know he couldn't field at short, and he boots it, and the Yankees get a break. See if they can take advantage. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. Rice didn't even really run hard till the very end, which I don't like to see. He did not run hard at all out of the box until he saw Connor Falefa bobble it a second time. So here is Stanton looking for his first postseason home run. He came very close against Boston. 2-on, 2-out pitch in there for a strike count 0-1. Stanton just hitting 150 this postseason. Last postseason, he couldn't be stopped. This one, obviously, struggling mightily. Yankees could use a big hit here from Big G. Pitch. Swung on a miss, 0-2. That was the hanger. Big G way out in front. Outside, 1-2. Judge at second, Rice at first, 2-on, 2-out. Bottom of the first. Jays already up 2-0 on a 2-run homer by who else? Well, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One, two. Chop foul. Stanton hit 273 this year at 24 homers in half a season. I mean, this guy, we all know one swing anywhere in the park, the Yankees could be up 3-2, but he is very streaky. The pitch ripped, base hit down the line. Judge is going to round third. He's going to come in and score, and the Yankees are on the board, and that's a good response. The Yankees needed that bad. Big G comes through with a big hit, and it is 2-1. Where's my Yankees run? Big G smashes one, what Tony Gwynn used to call the 5.5 hole, right in between third and short. Took a low pitch and drove it into left field. Judge running with 2 outs. Big G starting to hit the ball a little bit harder, which you like to see because, again, when he gets streaky, he can carry everybody. Here's Jazz Chisholm. Jazz has power, as all the Yankees, for that matter. Jazz takes low, 1-0. Jazz was a 30-30 guy this year. Hitting just 188 in the postseason. Has not driven in a run yet. Most of the Yankee hitters outside of Judge have struggled this postseason. Volpe's hit well, but other than that, nobody really stood out. Jazz takes it outside. Looked like the ump wanted to call it a strike. Did not. 2-0. Yankees have runners at first and second. One in here, bottom of the first. It's 2-1. Now, the Yankees did score 7 unanswered in Toronto, and it didn't matter at the end, but maybe it got some of these guys going. 3-0 to Jazz. Ryan McMahon awaits on deck. There's a very old lady behind Ryan McMahon with way too much makeup and way too much Botox, and it looks like she's wearing a wig. Jazz has to be taken 3-0, I would think, but, you're down in the series. Maybe you let him loose. He's taken all the way. And the count is 3-1. I was in a rock and hard place there, man. I kind of would have let Jazz swing because there's 2 outs, but you also want to get yourself out. 3-1, he should look for the same pitch. It's a hanging knuckle curve that he took for a strike. Jazz was sitting fastball. That was obvious because his knee buckled on that. Full count, runners will be going with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. P-Rog says, leave my mom alone. Sorry, B-Rog. Time out on the field. If nothing else, at least the Yankees got a run because, again, man, this team hasn't really come through with runners in scoring position. That guy looks like Johnny Damon. Yankee crowd imploring something else to happen here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. And Jazz pops it up. Not deep at all. Left fielder Schneider under it makes the play, and that will retire the side. The Yankees get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 big error. We've played 1 full. We'll go to the top of the second. The Jays 2, the Yankees 1. I always feel like putting a little commercial up there. Well, I got 1 run back, so that is a good thing. Now Rodon's got to get a shutdown inning. Now he's got to get it going. All right, we're back to action. Pitch is fouled away. The amount of DMs I get on it, it's just insanity. It'll be Clement, Santander, and IKF. Delmonico's. Delmonte's. We love Delmonico's. Pitch. Weak ground at a first. And I don't think he got there in time. Jesus Christ. That's it. That's exact. Remember Game 5 of the World Series last year when Rizzo didn't get to first base? Cole sat there and looked. And Betts ended up being safe on a play that should have been made. Same shit just happened there. Ben Rice was looking for Rodon to cover. Rodon was slow getting off the mound, and it ends up being a single because they can't do PFP, which is what they practice like the first day of freaking spring training. That's why Aaron Boone's a shitty manager. It's those type of fundamental things that this team does not do well. That is the most basic thing. When that ball's hit the first base, the pitcher covers. Rodon's fat, lazy ass just sat there on the mound and got over too late. And then Rice got to the bag too late. Now Toronto has a gift runner. Ball's popped up behind the plate. Wells will give it a look, but it reaches the seats. Stupid. So Santander up there with one on and nobody out in the top of the second, but should be one out. The Yankees just don't play good baseball. That's really all it is. In there for a strike, 1-2. Those are the type of errors that are going to kill you in the postseason, man. You can make those against the White Sox and the Rockies and the Marlins and whoever else, the Pirates. Like you can make those mistakes. You can't make them against the Blue Jays. Can't give the Blue Jays extra outs. They're going to kill you. They make contact. You can't give this team extra outs. And that's exactly what they just did there. Santander cues it off the end of the bat foul. Count 1-2 still. One, two to Santander. Low 2-2. Clement's on at first with nobody out. The Yankees win or go home tonight. Jays trying to break out the brooms. The pitch popped up. High pop up. Volpe on the outfield grass. Under it. And Volpe makes the catch, and there's one away. So that brings up IKF. Isaiah Carnivalev, of course, former Yankee. It was his error in the bottom of the first that allowed Stanton to come up and get a run for the Yanks. Pitches outside 1-0. IKF with a typical IKF year, an OPS of 630, very little power, just 2 homers and a 262 average. It's kind of what he's been his entire career. Clement takes his lead off first, Rodon deals, and IKF swings to a high fastball, and the count's 1-1. 1-1 out, top of the second. Rodon set at the belt. And the lefty deals. And it's upstairs 2-1. Rodon from the belt. Kicks and fires, and IKF pops it straight up in the air. Wells gives it a look behind the plate, but that will reach a seats 2-2. Whoa. Holy shit. CR Vox. Thank you so much, man. Wow. That's wasn't expecting that. That's insane, man. CR Vox. Thank you, bro. Gifting 20 memberships. Duckling, Brian Sorber, Will Diggs, Cesar Munoz, 8095, JL, Capicu, J Rock, Patrick Linton, Duckling, Kelvin T, Cloud House, New York Giants girl, Mando, Eminence in Shadow, Dr. Grape, JLG, and Jay Seward, and Dare to Goater, and Mike. Welcome to the Dog Pound. Compliments. CR Vox, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's
we gotta do it the right way.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Very generous, man. Appreciate it. Pitches popped up. Volpe on the outfield grass again, 2 away. Definitely didn't see that one coming. But I appreciate it. Got to get it out of here. It's 2-2. Blue Jays have not trailed this entire series. They've actually led for 18 innings. They were only tied once. Which tells you they've gotten off to an early lead and we've never caught them. Pitch. Swung and a miss. Oh, I thought that was strike 3. I John Sterling it 0-1. I thought, what the hell took so long between batters? I hate where Fox's graphic is. So if I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the top of my computer, and the graphic is like behind my computer. That's why I have to keep sitting up like this to see the damn graphic. And Rodon just hit the 9th place batter. Why do we do such stupid shit? Rodon just hit a guy hitting 210 to bring up George Springer. Just like he walked Schneider, who hit 214 in front of Vladimir Guerrero. You literally just hit the 9th place batter to bring up George Springer. I guess the Boone's going to challenge it. But that's awful. No, Lou, I did not see any of the Dodgers game. I don't even remember when they played. I just been so busy, man. My life is a whirlwind right now. Between working a full-time job and, doing stuff with my kid and going to the gym and streaming every night. I don't remember the last time I had a night off. I don't. I don't remember the last time I had a night off. That kid says he wasn't hit. Not to mention doing a ton of videos. It's just, it's hard to find time. Like, I don't even remember what I did. I don't even remember what I did watch yesterday when I got home from the gym. I don't even remember what the hell I looked at. I think I listened to some of it, Lou. I think I listened to it, and Will Smith, he got a 2-run single, and it made it 3-0. And I think that was as far as I got. And maybe I went to sleep after that, or I did something else, and then I woke up and saw it was 3-2. But like I said, I think that so a call is upheld. But like I said, I don't know if you're in here earlier or not, Lou. I will do Dodger games once the Yankees are eliminated. I'll because like I said, there's a lot of LA fans in here, and I do like calling baseball games, so I'll still do Dodger games. So the umpire gives him the base, and Springer's up there. And it's low 1-0. Rodon continuously wild, out of the zone, working behind hitters, walking 210 hitters, hitting 205 hitters. He's already thrown 44 pitches. Boone should have somebody in the pen right now. This game gets away from you, man. It's over. Your season's done. He got away with one there. That was 93 right down the pipe. It's a pop-up. Rice makes the catch, and Rodon should breathe a sigh of relief because Springer just missed that one. So the Yankees get out of it. No runs, 1 gift hit, 1 hits batter, 2 left. He played 1.5, go to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Toronto. Big shout out to Body Armor Sport Water. Body Armor Sport Water is an alkaline water with a pH 9+ and a proprietary electrolyte form with a wide mouth for easy hydration. Body Armor Sport Water, built for all-day hydration for the athlete in all of us. Very good. I have many cases of this in my garage. Now, right now, it's still warm here. But as I get into November and December, when these are in the garage, they're ice cold and they're really good. They're really good. Hey, Papa Guzzo! Papa Guzzo! Good to see my guy, Papa Guzzo. Our Giants stink. Our Yankees better get their shit together. Daddy Shark had that call. I think it's because they said it hit him. So they just wasn't enough to overturn it. I actually did think that it got a piece of him initially. I thought it like tipped off his head. You could kind of hear a tick. So I think because you really couldn't tell from the replay. I think if they would have said it didn't hit him and Toronto challenged it, I don't think it would have been overturned that way either. Aaron, let's go. Aaron, I love you, buddy. I don't want to hear how both of our teams suck. Unless you're talking about the Phillies. I don't want to hear about how the Eagles suck if you're comparing them to the Giants. I'll switch with you. Let me be 4-1. But if you're talking about the Phillies being down 2-0 and the Yankees being down 2-0, brother, I can relate to you. But Eagles and Giants, I can't relate to that shit. Sorry. You guys are defending champions and you're 4-1. And my team is only one of 2 teams to lose 100 games over the last 10 years. And the other one's the Jets. You're talking about the Phillies. All right, we're good then. I can get on that boat with you. That one I can agree with. The Yankees will have Volpe, Wells, and Grisham. No, I'm sorry. It'll be McMahon, Volpe, and Wells. My bad. Bottom 3 for the Yanks. The Knicks are better than the Sixers. Absolutely. The Knicks are going to be one of the favorites to make the finals, man. There's no Jason Tatum. And there's no Tyrese Halliburton. They're out for most of the year because of torn ACL and a torn Achilles. Shane Bieber back at it, facing the bottom of the Yankee order. They trail 2-1. The only thing I could say with the Yankees is I know they're a big all-or-nothing team. McMahon hits a fly ball to center. Not deep. And Varsho under it. Actually, it carried to the track, almost went away. Yankees continue to not work the count at all. Swinging at the first pitch, getting themselves out. No patience here. They look like a desperate team. They look like a very desperate team. Very impatient. Everybody trying to hit a home run because this team doesn't know how to build a rally. Volpe up there takes it off the plate, and the count's 1-0. But they are swinging a lot of first pitches, and it's just the 98 Yankees are the complete opposite. Volpe swings and misses on a slider, count 1-1. The dynasty Yankees would work the count. They'd get the pitcher in trouble. They'd build up their count. They get into the bullpen, and they would win. This Yankee team's a complete opposite. Volpe fouls it away, counts 1-2. They swing at everything, and they hope to make contact, and that's why Yasevich struck out 11 people in like 5 innings. Just insane. 1-2, Volpe. Volpe throws the bat and misses the ball 2 away. That was bad. That deserves a double. That deserves a double. That was bad. And again, Wells up there swinging at the first pitch. Fouls it away. Wells had the big hit in game 2 of the wild card series against Boston. Swings and fouls it away again, and the count's quickly 0-2. The 98 Yankees would sweep the 2025. The Yankees would sweep the 2025 Yankees. It wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't even be close. The 98 Yankees would blow this team out of the water every game, kind of like Toronto has. That's what the 98 Yankees would do, because pitchers don't go deep anymore, and they would have these pitchers out of the game by the 3rd or 4th inning, and then they get into the bullpen, and the bullpen sucks. They would rake the shit out of this pen. 0-2. Not to mention, this team strikes out so damn much that guys like Andy Pettit and David Cohn and David Wells and Roger Clemens, I mean, they'd be striking out 13 guys, and their pitch count would be in the low 70s going into the 7th inning. Pitch low 2-2. So the 98 Yankees will kill this team. They could play 10 games, and this team might beat the 98 Yankees once. I take it Clemens wasn't on the 98 Yankees, but pitch, swung and a miss, swung and a pitch in the dirt, and the Yankees go in order in their half of the second inning. So no hit somebody left. We'll go to the top of the 3rd, 2-1. Toronto. Vlad's coming up. I'm throwing one at Vladimir Guerrero. Fuck him. You want to showboat? You want to hit the ball far? You want to be a cocksucker? I'm drilling him, man. I'm hitting him right in his fat ass. Throwing one at him. That is serious. Get off my fucking plate. You're not going to be comfortable in there. Now, I know these guys this day and age are pussies, and they have a fit whenever you throw at them because they feel like they own the batter's box. That's a big thing that's not around anymore, man. Even, not too long ago, 20 years ago, the intimidation of the pitcher was real. You weren't getting comfortable against Pedro Martinez. You weren't getting comfortable against Roger Clemens. You weren't getting comfortable against Randy Johnson. Those guys, you want to hit a home run or you're hitting them hard, they ain't going to let you keep doing that shit. They're going to buzz you up and in. They're going to knock you down. They're going to make you think about getting comfortable in that box. They're going to put it in the back of your mind. Nobody wants to get hit with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but that's the way it was. Those days are gone. There's no intimidators anymore. That doesn't exist. Those are some of the greatest pitchers I've ever seen. Nolan Ryan. You didn't mess with those. I mean, that's just, the game's different. Lou, that's the way the Yankees play baseball, man. You know that. You watch this team long enough. That is really what it is. There was a guy used to come in when I owned the card shop, when I was part owner in the card shop. There was a guy, it was Joe Girardi, was managing way back then. And I remember he used to say he's like Dusty Springfield, and Dusty Springfield sang a song, said wishing and hoping. That's Aaron Boone. He just throws shit together and wishing and hoping and praying. That's what Aaron Boone does. It's just true. But yeah, man, you gotta make Vlad move his feet. Guy's way too comfortable in there. Gotta make him move his feet. Gotta throw it. You gotta throw it near him. Gotta make him think about stepping into you. Gotta make him think about stepping into his bat. You have to. My God, did you see the swing that Schneider just took? He went down to one knee. So I'm talking about. The Blue Jays are way too damn comfortable in the box. They're swinging from their shoe tops every time. Throw one up and in. Pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. Pitch. Another big swing. Beavis says, Boone says he expect. Well, I say it all the time. That's one of the greatest things I've ever heard. Pete said it best. That's what the Yankees do. They expect to win. They don't want to win. They expect to win. Yeah, Drysdale. I mean, I wasn't going to go back that far, but yeah. Pitches, whip, base hit down the line. This will be extra bases. Hanging curveball to a 210 hitter, and the Jays have a leadoff base runner in scoring position. Yeah, Drysdale did it. Koufax did it. Bob Gibson did it. I mean, that's just, like I said, it's the way it was. Terrible pitch on 2 strikes. Just fucking horrible. I mean, I'm having somebody warm up. Rodon doesn't have jack shit tonight. Rodon looks terrible. That's a horrible pitch. What's up, no Mets? And they walked Vlad. First smart thing they've done the entire series. I don't know what the hell just happened to my scoreboard up there. Here is Kirk. And he takes a wild swing at a pitch in the dirt. And the count is 0-1. That was a bad pitch, Lou. So I'm saying way too much at the plate. And again, that's a guy hitting 214. Throw your best pitch to that guy. Don't be throwing hanging sliders. Throw your fastball to that guy. It'll be an 0-1 to Alejandro Kirk. They pitch upstairs, and it's 1-1. I can't see the stat sheet, but I would love to know how many balls Rodon has thrown. His balls and strike count have to be about even. Got to be close. Rodon has been all over the place early in this game. That pitch is lined down the line. Judge makes the catch, and there's one away. Throws back behind the runner, but Schneider back. That'll bring up Dalton Varsho, the center fielder, with 2 on and 1 out. We really could use a double play here. Varsho's over 1, struck out in the first. Rodon deals. Varsho first pitch swinging, fouls it back, and the count is 0-1. Varsho 5'8", 207. I can probably believe that. I still can't believe that Alejandro Kirk is even 5'8" tall, but the 245 is hilarious that he only weighs 245. The pitch. I mean, Alejandro Kirk is so big, it actually looks like he ate Dalton Varsho. I mean, that's how big he is, 245. The 1-1. Hit in the air to left center and oh, never mind. Cody can't make the play, and the Blue Jays are going to get a run. It's 3-1. So Cody can't make the play. Jazz holds on to it at second. The Jays take advantage again. Levis says, if Boone goes to Weaver under any circumstance tonight, he should be fired live on the postgame show. Yeah, he might as well go to him now. I mean, the game's over. Yankees just don't make plays. Ball hit off the edge of Cody's glove. Schneider does a great job there of going all the way to third and then decides to go home, but Jazz held on to the ball way too long, threw late. And again, that's just Yankee baseball. They are very unaware of what they're doing, very aloof, much like their manager. No wherewithal of what's going on. Always a second too late. And Boone just over there spitting sunflower seeds. I really wish they would just fire him. They won't fire him, but this guy should have been gone yesterday. Pitch is fouled away, so the Jays have runners at first and second with one out, and they now lead 3-1. And I've been saying since the first inning, somebody should be up in the bullpen because Carlos Rodon doesn't have it. Carlos Rodon is not a big game pitcher. This guy gives up 3, 4, 5 runs every game. He can be dominant for a while, but when he's off, man, he's off. And he ain't got it tonight. Very nervous guy right now. Very wild, all over the place. No command of any pitch. I'm sitting here watching on television. I can see that. Anybody with any baseball acumen or IQ can see he don't have it. And yet our stupid manager continues to pitch him like we have the next 3 months to play. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. But good for them. Maybe if they get swept in embarrassing fashion, maybe something will change. I doubt it will. I mean, I felt like they should have fired Boone years ago, and they don't do it for whatever reason. The 0-2 in the air to left field, pretty deep into the corner, and it reaches the seats. It remains 0-2. You're welcome, Mo. Wells wasn't covering the plate either. I know, Harry. They're not going to fire him. Ground ball base. Oh, yep. Base hit. And another run will score, and it's 4-1. And they take the extra base. So it's first and third. This game already got away from the Yankees, man. And again, right from the first inning, I told you Rodon didn't have shit. And the fact that Boone doesn't do didn't have a guy warming up, probably still don't have a guy warming up. It just doesn't make any sense. They're just such a poorly managed team. And it's obvious, man. You see every team take these extra bases against the Yankees. They all go first or third. They're super aggressive because they know the Yankees can't field and they have no baseball IQ. It's just a fact. I mean, it's all it is. So Kirk should probably hit a 3-run homer here, and it'll be 7-1, and then they can get Rodon out. Crew is warming in the pen now. Thank God we got Ryan McMahon. Supposed to be a great fielder. That was a slow roller that got past him. The Jays actually at second and third because both runners moved up on the throw home. So again, great base running by the Jays, who have completely outplayed the Yankees in this series, completely outmanaged them, out-hit them, out-pitched them, outran them, outfielded them. I mean, everything you could do to beat the shit out of a team, they've done that. For some reason, Ryan McMahon was moving towards third as the pitch was coming to home plate. Like I said, Kirk should hit one out of the park here, make it 7-1 and end it. That pitch is low, 1-1. I'm sorry. Santander, what the hell am I talking about? I don't even know who the hell is up. So Clement singled. Santander's up there now. I really don't even give a shit at this point. Pitch. Strike. I mean, Carlos Rodon just fucking sucks. This guy's pitches are not close. Not close. Shot foul. They're not close. The embarrassing performance, but that's what happens when man, listen, I say it every year, and I'm going to continue to say it. The Yankees will never win a World Series as long as Boone and Cashman are here. It's not going to happen. The Yankees will mash their way to 92 to 96 wins every year by bullying low payroll, bad teams. And then when they get into the shit here, when they get into October and they actually have to face teams that know how to play baseball the correct way, they have no shot because the Yankees are a very one-dimensional team. And that's really it. I mean, that's just obvious. They got extremely lucky last year that they had the road that they had to get to the World Series. If they would have had to face Houston or Baltimore, man, they're not getting there. They got Kansas City and Cleveland. And then when they got to the World Series, well, you saw what the Dodgers did to them. Beavis says, Boone after the game, I think we had some good at-bats. We'll win tomorrow. It's right in front of us. Oh, that's right. We lost it. Yeah, maybe Boone thinks it's a 7-game series. Maybe Boone thinks it's a 7-game series. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, what do you mean? It's not a best of 7? John says, I think we owe Buck Martinez an apology. I don't know what happened with Buck. I don't know what happened with Buck. Well, what couldn't happen happened tonight. Face it, it is 6-1. I just don't understand. Carlos Rodon should have been out in the first fucking inning. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Santander just took a pitch to right field. I just don't get it, man. I'll never understand it. Of all the sports I watch, and I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable in all of them. I watched them for a long time. Of all the sports that I watch, I feel like I know baseball better than anything else that I pay attention to. And 98% of the time, I'm right in my assessment of what's going on. Why the manager of a Major League Baseball club can't see that your pitcher has absolutely nothing early in the game, and you don't have somebody warming up immediately after Vladimir Guerrero hits that home run is beyond me. You don't have it tomorrow. What are you saving the guys for? You warm somebody up. If Rodon settles down, fine. But when you see he is wild, he's behind every hitter, and he's getting smacked around. He's wild outside the strike zone. He's wild inside the strike zone. He's got no movement. He pitched like shit. He was scared, nervous, and he bitched out. How come I can see it, but the manager can't? Bill Cosby. Well crafted, sir. Well crafted. Proof was in the pudding. It was. But yeah, I mean, that's just like I said, dude, I don't understand what Aaron Boone's doing. I knew Rodon didn't have it right from the beginning. And I don't trust Rodon as far as I can throw him. I do not like Carlos Rodon. I do not think Carlos Rodon is a good pitcher at all, especially in a big spot. I would never trust this guy in a big game. I would have much rather pitched Schlittler tonight. Not that Schlittler was going to give you what he gave you against Boston, but I trust him more than Rodon. John, thank you. Buck said Yankees are not a good team, rely too much on homers, don't do fundamentals well. I don't know why anybody would get mad at Buck. He's not. I've been saying that all year. I've been saying that for years. When did I start live streaming? 2018? Go back and watch anything. Anytime I talk about the Yankees, that's what they are. They're one-dimensional. They're not fundamental at all. So that's why they don't win championships. They're a regular season team that beats up on weak payrolls. That's what they do. And then when they have to face a team that they can't bully, this is like any bully. A bully's going to pick on somebody weaker than them. But as soon as they step to somebody that's willing to punch them right in the fucking mouth, they go crawl down in a corner and cry. That's the Yankees. That's what this team is. They are very soft. Everything is hunky-dory when they're beating the shit out of Colorado. And they're hitting 5 home runs against Chicago White Sox. Everything is great. When you're, whatever they were, 11-2 their last 13 games against teams that were just looking to get done with the season. Everything's great. When you actually have to face real competition, this is what happens. And this is nothing new to me. I expected this. I expected it. All the way. I mean, I wouldn't say I expected Toronto to score 29 runs in 21 innings. I wouldn't have expected the Yankee pitching to be that bad. That I would not have expected. With the offense, this is kind of what I expected. Theo says team's soft. No other. They are very soft. TDK says Rodon. Well done too. He got fucking cooked. He got cooked. Like I said, though, man, I love calling baseball games, so I'll do some Dodger games. Because, again, I always appreciate all my audience from LA that always, supports me doing Lakers streams. So, I always say the same thing. Like, I know the Yankees played the Dodgers last year in the World Series, so I missed. But Jays score 4 runs, and, this was 2 away. Obviously, I didn't want the Dodgers to win the World Series last year because they played the Yankees. I obviously wanted the Yankees to win, but I always say when the Yankees are done, I root for the Dodgers. I got no issue with the Dodgers. They're not our rival. So I'll do some Dodger games because shit, I like calling baseball games. I love baseball. It's my favorite sport, and I think I call a pretty good game. Pitches upstairs when I'm not sitting there talking about the shitty Yankees and how bad they are. Marcus says, well, Baddog, I was wrong. I thought Rodon would be better. I don't trust him, Marcus, but Jesus, I didn't think he'd be this bad. I didn't think he'd be this bad. Ground ball to second. Jazz fields a tough hop. Throws out Jimenez, and that retires the side. But the Jays have ended the series. 4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 left. We've played 2.5. It is 6-1 Blue Jays. This reminds me a lot of Game 7 against the Red Sox in 2004. The Red Sox had all the momentum. I mean, obviously the Yankees are down 2-0 here, so it's different. But the Red Sox had all the momentum after the Yankees took a 3 games in on lead, and then the Red Sox fought back to the series. And I remember telling my buddy who was a Red Sox fan, I said, Johnny Damon's going to have a big night. He's due. I had a bad feeling Damon was going to have a big night. But I also knew the Yankees had to get out to a lead. I remember thinking, Yankees got to get out to a lead. They have to get the crowd involved. They can't give the Red Sox any momentum in Game 7. Like, they have to get the lead and try to get into their bullpen, which was good back then. That was what they had to do. Kevin Brown comes up, gives up 2 hits immediately. They actually threw Manny Ramirez out at home plate. And it looked like you were going to do something. But you could tell Kevin Brown didn't have shit. And Kevin Brown sucked for us. But you could tell he had nothing at all in Game 7. Then Ortiz hit a 2-run homer. Crowd was out of it. Then, again, just like this, Kevin Brown was out in the 3rd inning with maybe 1 or 2 outs. And Javi Vasquez came in and gave up a grand slam to Damon. It was 6-0, and that was it. That's kind of what happened here tonight. He walks Davis Schneider, who's a 210, which is just fucking terrible. You cannot walk a guy that's hitting 215 ahead of Vladimir Guerrero. I don't know what you're doing. But then Vlad hits a 2-run homer, and it's here we go again. And the Yankees got to run back, but again, you come out, he was not good in the 2nd inning, and then you come back in the 3rd, and you give up 4 runs, and the crowd is out of it. This offense has shown no capability to build any kind of rally like the Blue Jays just did. The Yankees can't do that. They don't have that in them. They don't have a 4-run rally getting 6 hits or whatever the hell the Blue Jays got in that inning. They don't have that. A Yankee rally is a walk, a single, and a 3-run homer. Or 2 solo homers. Like that's their rally. They don't build rallies. This team is not patient at the plate. You see them swinging at the first pitch all the time. And again, I'll say this too with the Yankees. I've said this a lot. Their approach does not change. It doesn't matter the inning. It doesn't matter the situation. It doesn't matter the count. It doesn't matter the score. They do not change their approach. And that's why they lose games. Every single pitch is different, man. Every single situation is different. Every time you're at bat, the approach should be different. You should not be swinging the same on 3-1 as you are 0-2 or vice versa. I'm actually surprised that Grisham didn't swing at the first pitch because I was going to say, now you're down by 5 runs. Well, now you got to make him work and hope that he does get out of control. But if you're Shane Bieber, you're just going to throw it down the middle and go hit it. He throws a curveball and it's low and it's 1-1. Top of the order, Grisham, Judge, Bellinger. Fouled away, 1-2. But this team will, it's a poorly managed team, and it's driven by analytics. Analytics don't win playoff games. All you got to do is listen to Alex Rodriguez, man. Just listen to the guys that actually know baseball. Listen to Derek Jeter. Listen to A-Rod and Jeter. Fuck David Ortiz. Don't listen to him. He's just a Yankee hater. And he's a steroid user that never belonged in the Hall of Fame, ever. And everybody knows that shit. Major League Baseball shit all over A-Rod and made an example of A-Rod because people didn't like Alex Rodriguez for whatever reason, but they love David Ortiz. So they bent over backwards for him, even though we all know that he cheated. Everybody knows it. But listen to Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter. They know what they're talking about. And they're going to tell you, fuck analytics, get your hits, take your walks, make the plays in the field, and hit with men on base, and get sacrifice flies. That's the way you win. You win fundamental baseball. When I talk to Alex Rodriguez on Instagram, that's what we talk about all the time, is fundamental baseball. And the Yankees have a hard time doing that. That's why they don't win in these games. You can get away with that against, like I said, the Pirates and the White Sox and the Rockies and whoever else you want to throw out there, but not the good teams. Not the good teams. I guess I should start paying attention to the game. I don't know what they're looking at here. Were they looking at catcher's interference? Because that's not a strike. And Grisham definitely didn't swing. Oh, yeah, that's catcher interference. He hit his glove. He should be on first base. That's catcher's interference. He should be on first base. He hit Kirk's glove. He should be on first base. He should be on first. Oh, damn that. Jermaine says, Emeka Ibuka is so him. Go Bucks. Yeah, Abuka's been really good. But you know what I love? Jermaine, I don't really recognize your name, so I don't know if you're new here or not. If you are new here, um, you can ask anybody that's been on my channel for a long time. I love Baker Mayfield. I'm a Sooner fan, so I've always been a big Baker Mayfield fan, and I just love his attitude. He's a gamer, he's a winner, he's tough. He ain't taking shit. And they just said he didn't hit the glove, and he absolutely hit the glove. He absolutely hit the glove. That's what are the umpires doing? He absolutely hit his glove. Look at this. Look at this. He absolutely hit his glove. How do you fucking miss that twice? Come on, man. No, it don't matter, but my God, get the call right. Holy shit, that was obvious as day. How do you not see that on replay? And Grisham rips the ball down the line and says, fuck you, I'll take two. So Grisham leads off with a double. That's a terrible job by the umpires. I think the refs, Jermaine, I think the refs are the worst group of officials in sports. Rudy says no gloves against. Nobody said it was. Get the call right. That's my point. Get the call right. Judge fouls it away, and the count is 0-1. I'm not saying that it matters in the end, but get the call right. B-Rock, thank you. The umpires in Major League Baseball have been horrible. I just don't know how you watch the replay and say that he didn't hit the glove. Judge fouls it away, counts quickly 0-2. Now, Judge has gotten his hits, but here's an opportunity with a guy on second to get in a run. It's still very early. If you can, God forbid, if somehow, some way your bullpen can hold him at bay for a few innings and you get a run here and 2 runs there and chip away at the lead, this is an opportunity to do it. And Judge takes us. That just missed. I not that the box is accurate, but I hate that Fox does not have that box up there until the replay. I don't watch the WNBA, Mark, so it's hard for me to say. And that's going to get away from Kirk. And there's a gift run for the Yankees. Grisham's at third and nobody out. There's a gift run. There is a gift run. Oh, trust me, Rudy, I know. I understand. I'm just saying, I agree with you that that glove's not going to save them. I agree. But my point was you have to get that, especially with replay. I understand the umpire missing that call. I totally get that. Okay, that's close. But on replay, it was obvious he hit the glove. You got to get that. You got to get that right. Pitch to Judge. Rips the ball down the line. Fair ball off the wall. Grisham's going to score. Judge is going to go into second with a double. All right. I don't want to hear shit. Like I said, Aaron Judge had that bad at bat in the 6th inning with the baseline. I don't want to hear shit about this guy not hitting the postseason. He's hitting like 500 in this postseason. I don't want to hear shit about him not hitting in the postseason. Guy's not going to hit a home run every time he's up there. That's a huge hit. Because not only does it get Grisham in, it's now 6-2. Now Judge is in scoring position. And again, you can score Judge with 2 good outs. If Bellinger pulls the ball to the right side, he takes a strike. Judge goes to third, and then Rice has to get him in with a sac fly or a ground ball because the Blue Jays aren't going to bring the infield in up 6-2. So you got to get correct. At the very least, you get correct outs. It's 6-3, and you're in the 4th. That's how you do this. If you get more, great, but you got to get him in. Bellinger just looks very lost. at the plate right now. Bellinger looks in between. He's early on the off-speed stuff. He's late on the fastball. He's very in between. Bellinger bloops it, and it falls in for a base hit. Judge had to hold up to see if it was going to be caught. Yankees have runners at the corners and nobody out. What I just said, they have a hard time building a rally with no home runs. So far, they've done it. Let's see if they can continue. 2 doubles and a single here. And the Yankees are threatening to try to get back into this game. Harry says, you were pissed the other night when Yes, I was. I was absolutely pissed. I just said that. That was a bad at bat, but don't tell me he hasn't hit in the postseason. The guy's hitting 500. Yes, I was mad. That was a bad at bat. To me, that turned the whole series around. Brian, thank you, buddy. He says, appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you tuning in, man. I appreciate you tuning in. They making a change here? Oh, they're not making a change. I was like, what are they doing? It was just a commercial. Fleury getting up. Here's Ben Rice. He has struggled. He did it a big 2-run home run game 2 of the wild card series, but hasn't done much since. He takes a pitch right down the middle, and the count is 0-1. He reached on an error by IKF in the first, which allowed the Yankees to get their run in the first. They have a run here in the second, and they have runners at the corners with nobody out. And Rice grounds it right to Guerrero, and he's going to come home, and this is bad base running by Aaron Judge. Now, he did a good enough job to get the guys over. So, good job by Judge, but again, it's not good base running. But I guess no harm, no foul. Judge did a good job of getting caught in a rundown long enough to allow Bellinger to get to third. So Rice does not do his job. LP, outside of his one at bat with the bases loaded, how many times has Judge actually come up with an opportunity to drive somebody in? How many opportunities has he actually had? He had the bases loaded. He didn't get that in. Against Boston, he got the run in. Stanton pops it up foul. Big G smoked a base hit between third and short his first time up. Drove in a run. Really need to get Belly in from third at the very least. Stanton is definitely capable of making this 6-5 in the blink of an eye. But you got to at least, anything on the ground is double play. Stanton can't run, so he's got to get the ball in the air. And Bieber knows that, and he throws a slider in the dirt, and Stanton swings over it, 0-2. Yankees have squandered way too many of these opportunities in big spots. They need a big hit. Stanton behind 0-2. Hits it in the air to center field. Pretty deep. Back goes Varsho on the track. He makes it. Why are you jumping? Why do they jump? Stanton's going to get the run in on a 405-foot sacrifice fly. It's 6-3. So a good job by Big G. Why do they jump? Like, why did his ass jump? You're not even close to the wall. He jumped up and caught it neck high. What are you doing? Why do they do that? Brian, thank you for becoming a member, buddy. I really appreciate that. I didn't do this when I got those 20, when Vox donated or gifted those 20 memberships. Where's my little dogs? Where are my dogs? There it is.
Who let the dogs out?
That's all I can do there. But thank you, Brian. I appreciate you becoming a member, my friend. Oops. Aaron, thank you, man. When I bet on Thursday's game, no. I always have free money. You know who else gives free money? Sleeper code Bad Dog. Use the code, people. Look at Aaron, my man. That's right. Make sure you take. I'm going to do that at the commercial break. We're going to talk about Sleeper. But thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, no, I'm not betting on that game. But I like the segue. That would be free money against the Giants. Hi, Jets. Thank you. He said, been watching you since 7th grade. I'm now a freshman in college, and the Giants still suck. Oh, man. I wish we didn't still suck, bro. That's always amazing to me when I hear stuff like that. That I've been doing this so long that guys that are, were in junior high or high school are now like married, or they're in college and they're in junior high. Could use another hit here. It is 2-1. The Jazz. Bieber deals. Jazz takes off the plate. 3-1. The one thing I can say about the home plate umpire, and I'm not talking about the catcher's interference because that's tough for him. Replay should have got that right. I have not had an issue with this umpire strike zone. I feel like he's been very consistent. Both teams. 3-1 Jazz walks. That one might have been a strike. The umpire called it a ball. That was close. I feel like the umpires had a tight strike zone, but it's been consistent. Well, I mean, here's the tying run. That should have been a strike. That was a good pitch. He should have been struck out. Some umpires got a tight strike zone, but according to the K zone, that should have been strike 3. And it looks like the Jays are going to go to the pen. And they are. So we will go to the pen. Yankees trail 6-3. Couple runners on. McMahon, the tying run, coming to the plate. This stream is brought to you by our good friends at Sleeper. Go check them out. They have a great promotion going. Let's hear from them. 80 seconds. Back after this. What's going on, guys and gals? Do you think you know football? Then try to turn your football knowledge into real money with the Sleeper app, the ultimate fantasy sports app that can turn game day into payday. Just download the Sleeper app and pick more or less on your favorite players. With more stats than any daily fantasy app, just choose 2 or more of your favorite players from pregame or live. Pick more or less from the predicted stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money if your picks win. There's also a couple of really cool things about the Sleeper app. You can place in-game contests, contest voids for injuries. There's only a $1 minimum entry for users. Updated scoring to track your fantasy players' sleeper picks in real time. Entries can be made within 30 seconds. It's really that easy, and you get safe and fast withdrawals. You can check out my picks for the week right over here. And you guys can do the same thing. Predict the hottest football stats like passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and much more to cash in on your daily fantasy football skills. And I got a great promotion for you guys. Just use the promo code BADDOG, that's BADDOG, and Sleeper will match your first deposit all the way up to $100. You definitely want to check out the Sleeper app. There's a lot of fun to be had on that. Test your football knowledge and skill, win some money, and let's go Giants. And not only that, Sleeper has something even better. All you got to do is use my promo code in the description. You get a free $20 if you sign up for an account with Sleeper by using my promotion. It's free $20, no deposit required. You can try it out. If you like it, you're still eligible for the 100% match deposit bonus up to $100. You got nothing to lose. Like Aaron just said, you like free money, you get it at Sleeper. Use my promo code, use that link, get your free $20, and win some cash. It'd be great. Raphael, since it's October, favorite 80s horror. Favorite 80s horror movie? Let's see. Well, my first 3 favorites are all from the 70s. So my favorite 80s horror movie is The Thing by John Carpenter. I love that film. Yep, you knew. There you go. That's my favorite. Halloween's my favorite, 1978. Exorcist second, 1973. Black Christmas third, 1974. Suspiria fifth, 1977. And McMahon is being pinch hit for by Ahmed Rosario. That was quick, but I like that, though. Rosario kills left-handed pitching. He was trying to tie the game up immediately. Yankees trying to get more in, and Rosario swings to another high fastball. Very impatient at bat by Rosario, trying to do way too much. And the count's quickly 0-2. So both teams now are already in their pen. The pitch, he laid off that one, and it's 1-2. The Yankees have got 2 runs in here, which is a good thing. Again, you got a long ways to go, but I would love Rosario to like split the outfielders. You get a big 2-out hit here, man. The crowd is really into it. You want your crowd back. You want that home field advantage. That's not going to get it done. Rosario pops it up. Kirk makes the catch. And that will retire aside. The Yankees do get a couple back on 4 hits. They leave 2. We've played 3. We'll go to the top of the 4th. 6-3 Toronto. Christine's a really good one. Listen, man, I'm a huge horror movie fan. So my guy Afghanistan also is a huge horror movie fan. Christine is great. I love it. My kid is into horror movies, man. I was always into them ever since I was young. Same thing since I can remember, since he was like 3. He's never been scared of him. Now, he didn't, there is no thing. He did not like the thing. He's like, I don't really mind it now. But when the guy says clear and he goes in through, like his stomach opens up and the teeth bite the guy's hands off, he didn't like that part at all. He also was afraid of Evil Dead for a long time. And he didn't like demons. I was like, that's what I told him. Like, you just don't like demons. He didn't mind zombies. He didn't mind like Michael Myers or Jay. Like, that didn't scare him, but it was like demons. He don't like demons. Now he's older. He don't really care. It's your favorite part. The part that got me, and that wasn't my, I was watching that today. I actually was on AMC when I got home from work. And I'm amazed at how good the effects are. I'm amazed at how good the effects are for 1982. My favorite part of that movie, though, is when they're testing the blood and the blood jumps out of the vial. Like, it scared the shit out of me the first time I saw it. The thing is a great movie. Great movie. Well, let's see if Cruz can get a shutdown inning here, man. I mean, the Yankees got a couple back. You want to get the Blue Jays out. You want to get your offense back out there. The offense is starting to hit a little bit. Now, he scored 7 runs in the 6th and 7th inning in Toronto. They were down 13-0, and it made it, got it to 13-7. They were obviously too far behind, but it looked like the bats started to come alive. That's why we really could have used a good start by Rodon, which they did not get. So, bullpen's got it. The bullpen, which has been awful all year, has to somehow hold the Jays at bay. Somehow it has to. Somehow it has to. We are at 163 likes, I see. If we could get to 200, that would be great. Appreciate y'all being here, and I really appreciate all the support, guys and girls. It means a lot. Appreciate the donations, and the guy that gifted 20 memberships. I did not expect that. That was heroic. What would be heroic is if the Yankees could ever make a comeback with this bullpen. Jeez. It's top of the order here. I mean, this is Springer fouls it away, count 0-2. Of course, Cruz got the big outs against Boston in Game 2. And obviously, we got very lucky with a lot of those outs. And then he got raked around the last time he pitched. The 0-2 inside. That's a good pitch, though. You get him off the plate a little bit. Try to get him low on outside this time. Doval getting ready in the pen. Cruz gets him to swing and miss. Big strikeout there by Cruz because that is the first.
He gone!
Want to get that first batter. You definitely got to get Schneider. He's walked, singled, and scored twice, and you got to get this guy out because you do not want to face Vladdy with anybody on base. The pitch. 95 down the pipe, foul back, and the count is 0-1. Toronto scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third. Yankees got 1 in the first and 2 in the third. Yankees are getting half of what the Jays get every inning. The Yankees have to reverse that. It'll be an 0-1 pitch. Whoa, way upstairs, and the count is 1-1. Cruz in relief of Carlos Rodon, who had absolutely nothing. You know, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this after this pitch. The 1-1, Schneider fouled it off his foot 1-2. If anybody's old enough like me, and you grew up in the New York area or in New York tri-state area, whatever, and you listen to Mike and the Mad Dog, if you know them, I always said I grew up, I cut my teeth, and I listened to them from the time I was in 9th grade, like all the way through my 30s until they just weren't together anymore. I still listen to Mike Francesa. Pitch, fouled away, and it's 1-2. I love Francesa. I always have. I like when he gets trolled. I like when he gets mad. He's got some great rants, but he knows a lot. And I always love listening to him after the games. But I always feel like my personality is very similar to both of those guys. So Francesa, you know, he's always got a lot to say. Pitch, swung on and missed. What a beautiful splitter. Had him way out in front. So back-to-back Ks here for Cruz.
He gone!
And that will bring up the right-handed version of David Ortiz and Vlad Jr., who has just killed the Yankees. I'm telling you, man, throw one up and in on this guy. Jack, thank you, bro. Love that you're a huge horror movie fan. I am too. Going to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studio in Florida next week. So much fun. Nice. My wife and son are going in November, but obviously that'll be over. By then, it'll be a Christmas thing. I can't go in November. I work too much on YouTube. Like, I have too many obligations to get away. That's why I go in April. There's nothing. Baseball's just starting. Football drafting till the end of the month. And basketball, if I miss a couple games, it's not the end of the world because there's a lot of basketball games. So I always go in April. But I'm thinking this weekend, they have all October. They have like the October Fear Fest thing at Great Escape, which isn't too far from us. I like going up there. We might do that this weekend. Go up the Great Escape and do that. My kid loves it. So there's John Smoltz. We go to the same barber. That ought to be a goal. We throw something up there like $250 and you get to see my head. It looks just like John Smoltz's. What is the holdup here? What are we doing? Somebody on the field? Like, what's going on? I know the volume up. Is somebody running on the field? Like, the fan is on the field. I kind of figured. Thanks, Sean. I don't have my volume up, so I figured it's kind of what was going on. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-0 to Vlad. 1 for 1, a 2-run homer, and an intentional walk. This guy's hitting 700 in this series. He's 7 for 10. Throw one inside at him, high and tight. Pitch is grounded past Rosario, and it really should be an E5. It was hit hard, but if Ryan McMahon's in the game, he makes that play. That's a chop. The third baseman's got to make that play, man. Got to get a better jump on that ball. That's a play that needs to be made. That play's got to be made. That'll do it for Cruz. Blue Jays have a runner on, 2 outs, top of the 4th with a 6-3 lead. Yeah. Terrible, man. Again, man, the Yankees just don't seem to make plays that they need to make. He was flat-footed, man. You gotta be on the balls of your feet. You gotta be ready to go right or left. It looked like Rosario was flat-footed. Like I said, McMahon probably makes that play. So another commercial break. God, the amount of stuff, the amount of DMs on Instagram is it's gotta get out of this one. Gotta get out of it. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Oh, there's a better life for me. Come on, man. I don't know who's Dotel's coming in here. Dotel. I did that with Doval. I did that last time too. Octavio Dotel is long gone. Look at how bad the starters have been. They have gone a combined 8 innings and given up 15 runs in 8 innings. They gave up 18 hits, 15 runs and 18 hits in fucking 8 innings. Sad. So Camilo Doval in there. He'll face Alejandro Kirk with 2 outs and Vlad on first. Friday the 13th is part 3 is great. It's actually my favorite of all of the Friday the 13th. Remember when I started dating my wife, a pitch is in there for a strike. I remember her. She wasn't living with me at the time. She was visiting. And I remember that movie was on TV and I fell asleep on the couch and she was still awake and she was watching it. And then she drove home and she's like, I was scared. Scared going home. Like, why? She's like, the movie scared me. I'm like, really? Pitch is low, 1-1. God, that was a long time ago. 25 years ago. 25 years. 26 in March. It's just, yeah. Throw over to first. I wouldn't worry about Vlad. Don't worry about Vlad stealing a base. Camilo, get the guy at home. Get the guy at home. Get the guy at home. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on a miss. Good slider. Had Kirk way out in front. Count 1-2. That crowd wants to make noise about something. Yankee fans been sitting on their hands most of the night. Got to get out of the sitting, try to get some more of it back. Crowd on their feet looking for a strikeout. Kirk steps out of the box. Crowd wants something to cheer about. Give it to him. The pitch. Ground ball to third. On the grass, Rosario throws on a one-hopper, and he gets the slow-footed, hefty Kirk. So the Jays get no runs, one hit. They leave one. We've played 3.5. Good shutdown inning by the Yankees pen. 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Ryan, how can I be the man when you're the man? All right, let's get some more runs. It's going to be Volpe, Wells, and Grisham. And the bottom of the fourth for the Yanks. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's only Tuesday and I'm already tired. And I have a feeling this game's going to be a long one. This game is going to be long. This game is almost 2 hours old and we're in the bottom of the fourth. This is a long game. Mo, thank you for subbing, brother. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Keeping it real. I'm from New York. But thank you for subbing, Mo. Appreciate it. Hopefully I get more Yankee games to do. Oh, I know, Pyro. It is crazy. It is crazy. I live in upstate New York. I don't live in the city. That's why I put R's on the end of my things and I don't take them. I don't add R's to, like, I'm trying to look at somebody. Isaiah, right? I don't say Isaiah. Sometimes I screw around and I'll say pizza, but I don't say pizza. I say pizza. And same thing, if somebody has an R, like I don't say Santander, I say Santander. Or Schneider, not Schneider. That's why I don't have that accent, because I have a New York accent, but I don't have the thick New York, the city accent. I don't have that. Stars have been terrible, Billy. Terrible. Like I said, they gave up 15 runs and 18 hits in 8 innings. Disgusting. Rodon's not good. Rodon did not pitch good against Boston either. Fried pitched a gem. Fried came out too early. Fried had been really good. Outside, he had that little slump there after the break. Then he'd been magnificent. He had a bad game. Heel's got nothing left. I hated that they started Luis Heel in game 1. But I thought we could win the Max Fried game. I didn't expect Yasevich to strike out 11 guys in 5 innings, or whatever the hell it was. I didn't expect him to be that dominant. Well, Yankees trail by 3. It's the bottom of the fourth, plenty of time. Let's see if we can get a couple more in here. Flaherty deals to Volpe upstairs, 1-0 to Anthony. He's over 1 tonight. He struck out his first at bat. Volpe, Wells, and Grisham in the bottom of the fourth for the Yanks. Flaherty deals. Volpe takes 1-1. Yankees have not really played with a long ball this entire postseason either. Like I know it's harder to hit it against good pitching. Volpe pops up, but you know that eventually you're in the Jays pen now. The Jays pen has not been good at all. It's shaky, and you saw that in game 2. This team eventually, you would think, just by proxy, by the odds, has to start hitting the ball out of the park, because Volpe got himself out in a pitch out of the zone, 1 away. I didn't see Babadook. Actually, my son and I watched that together. That was weird, because we were watching like scarier movie moments, or like 100 movie moments. I saw some things I never saw, and that was one of them. It was a weird film. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I've seen worse. I've seen better, but it was definitely different. Swung on a miss by Wells, who is completely lost. Wells had the big hit against Boston, but he's hitting just 200. He struck out a ton of times. And again, that's what Yankee hitters are, guys. They are very low average hitters, very high strikeout totals that have power. You can have a couple of those guys in your team. You can't build your team with all of those guys up and down the lineup as well. Swings and misses again. You cannot have that. You cannot have that many empty at-bats up and down your lineup. You can't have that many 220 hitters. I don't care how much power they have. You're not going to score runs consistently when guys are hitting 220 and striking on 150 times. It's not it. But analytics tell the Yankees just look at exit velo and launch angle. Nothing else seems to matter. Until they figure out that that's not the way you win a World Series, they won't win a World Series. Wells takes some stairs, 1-2. Grisham waits on deck. It is. That's exactly it, Billy. Feast or famine, man. 1-2. Wells takes upstairs. 2-2. So Flaherty's went upstairs twice in the cutter. If I'm Flaherty here, I'm going low and away with a splitter. You change his eye angle. He swung and missed it that early in the bat. I'm going low and away, making him get himself out here. And the pitch. And they do go away, but it's way off the plate. And Wells has worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Grisham awaits on deck. Career high 34 homers. Judge in the hole. Pitch. Wells hits it in the air to left field. Not deep, very shallow. And the ball is dropped. The ball is dropped at third base. And Wells hustling all the way as Clement could not field it. And like a gust of wind just took it away from Ernie Clement. He called off Schneider and left. Then the Yankees get a big break. The Jays have made a couple of errors here. IKF made one that led to a run. It's just a high pop-up. Clement looks like he has it. He's calling off Schneider, who gives up on it. And then the ball just gets away from Clement, and he dropped it. I'm sorry, that's not Clement. My bad. That's Addison Barger's in the game now. So Barger came into the game. I didn't even know that as Trent takes one up and in. So Addison Barger got it tested immediately, and he dropped the ball. Second Blue Jays error. Yankee fans trying to get something going with the oh chant. Grisham hits it foul. Count is 1-1. Grisham doubled and scored in the third. He's 1 for 2. Just a 182 average in the postseason. I'd imagine that's 4 for 22. He's played that many games. I'd imagine that's his 182 is 2 for 11 twice. That's 4 for 22. Grisham takes upstairs, and the count's 2-1. Yankees can definitely put some pressure on these guys. The Blue Jays have made some mistakes in this game, and the Jays bullpen not very good. Like I said, eventually you have to think just the odds. The Yankees have to start hitting some out of the park. Grisham almost got hit with that one. It's 3-1 as Flaherty all of a sudden can't find the plate, and he's not going to if he's not going to face Judge. I tell you that. I got to imagine the Jays have a righty warming in the pen, but that's it. That pitch right there to Grisham. That's what the Yankees got to do to Vlad. Throw that shit under his chin. (3-1) to Trent. Pitch upstairs. He walked him. So Aaron Judge is going to come up as the tying run. You know, somebody mentioned it earlier that Judge had come up in a big spot and hasn't been knocking in runs. And I said, how many opportunities has he actually had outside of the bases loaded? When he knocked in a run his last at bat with an RBI double. Here's another opportunity. I mean, obviously Aaron Judge hitting a 3-run homer here would be fantastic. But just a hit. Just keep the pressure on them. Just good at bats. Just stay through the baseball and try to drive it up the middle into the opposite field gap. It doesn't mean you're not going to hit a home run. Judge can hit the ball out of any part of any park. Strength is not an issue with Judge. Just hit the ball hard. And if it goes out, it goes out. But put a good swing on it. Judge is one of only 3 players in the history of Major League Baseball to win a batting title the same year he had 50 homers. The other 2 guys, well, if you know anything about baseball, you've heard of them. Jimmy Fox in 1938 and Mickey Mantle in his Triple Crown year in 1956. And I just bought a 54 Bowman Mantle, and I love it. I'm done buying bowling balls, so now it's back to buying baseball cards. I just got a 54 Bowman Mantle. And I'm looking at either a 53 Bowman Mantle next, and there was a 54 Red Heart Mantle that I wanted, but it's sold. I mean, I can't just go out and buy those things every week. Like, I got to save for those. And those things usually don't last. That's right, Billy. Just keep the line moving. Just keep the line moving. Earliest memory as a Yankee fan? Lou Pinella's last game in 84. I remember going to Lou Pinella's last game in 1984. Sitting way up in the upper deck against the Orioles, of course. I swear when I was a kid, I felt like every game I went to was against Baltimore. Big a bat for Aaron Judge. I agree with that, Daddy Shark. Yeah. If he hit a 3-run homer, the stratosphere might blow off the earth. Mark, I'll tell you, Judge has come very close twice. Miguel Cabrera should have done it in back-to-back years, but that was the year Judge grounds it foul. That was the year Chris Davis took the steroids and hit like 58 homers. But it's only been done once in my lifetime, and that was Cabrera. I forgot what year it was, 2010, 2011. Yeah, Yastrzemski had done it last in 1967. And the funny thing is, the year before, Frank Robinson did it in 1966, but then it hadn't been done. Judge has been close twice. We don't need a Triple Crown right now. We just need a base hit. The pitch to Judge, he swings through a 100-mile-an-hour fastball by Varland, who challenged him. And the count is quickly 0-2. Varland struck Stanton out on a 101-mile-an-hour fastball in Game 1 with the bases loaded. Judge is 2 for 2. He does have an RBI double and a single. Yankees trail 6-3. They're putting pressure on the Jays. This is not a good bullpen. The Yankees trying to chip away at this 6-3 lead. Judge swings and hits it in the air, but it's going to go foul. He hit it a mile. Oh, and the foul pole! And the foul pole! It's gone! It's gone! And the Yankees have tied the game up at 6-6. You got it!
You can put it on the board! Yes! Yes!
Whoop that ass! Whoop that ass! Whoop that ass!
Let's go! I don't want to hear shit about him not coming through anymore! I want to hear nothing again! Judge hit the living piss out of that baseball. The only question is, was it going to stay fair? And it smacked off the top of the foul pole. He's 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. All you haters can go fuck yourself. That was huge. There's your moment. The problem is it's only 6-6 in the 4th inning. Belly swings it. It's in the air to center field. Actually, it's left field, and making the catch is Schneider. And there's 2 away. And again, this is the second time that they have made him pay for an error, that big error. I did not know if that was going to be fair. Judge stood at it, looked at it, and it did. He should have went like this. And again, if you know, you know. If you know your baseball history, you know what that is. Judge should have pulled one of those out. Everybody trying to hit a home run now. Bellinger swings to the first pitch, pops it up. Rice trying to kill a pitch, swings and misses. Aaron Judge with 17 postseason home runs. Low. Judge turned that 100-mile-an-hour fastball around and made it into soup. The Yankees have come all the way back from 6-1 to tied at 6 apiece. And listen, man, I told you the Jays' pen isn't very good. Swung on a miss by Rice. And I said it's only a matter of time, man. The Yankees, just by odds alone, are going to start hitting some of these pitches out of the park. Wow. Big home run by Judge. Schlittler's like, give me a chance to take that mound tomorrow. I'll do better than all three. He can't do worse. Rice hits a home run in a silo, but it's going to reach the seats. Does Rodon's wife run her mouth? I don't know anything about his wife. Wow. God, it's been a crazy game. It's been 2 hours long. We're only in the fourth. Bounced up there. Counts 2. I feel like I'm watching a Yankees-Red Sox game from 20 years ago. This is the way the Yankees and Red Sox used to do it 20 years ago. These games be 4.5 hours long. I've been trying so hard to just get to the end of the week pitches because I have a long weekend. I told my wife, I'm like, I want to take a day off of work so bad. And she's like, let's play hooky. I don't know when the hell I'm going to get to bed tonight. Starting to rain. I was like, why'd my camera go off? That was why. And Rice swings and misses. But the Yankees and Aaron Judge come up with a big, big inning. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 big error, and 1 huge Aaron Judge home run. All rise. 6-6 going to the top of the 5th. Wow. All right. Come on, Doval. Another shutdown inning. Let's get our offense back out there. I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. You guys hit the thumbs up, subscribing to bell, all that good stuff. I'll be right back. Man, it's only Tuesday and I'm running on fumes, man. I ate dinner and I got out of the gym and I literally laid on the couch for like a half an hour. I just fell asleep for like a half an hour. It was like 6:05 and I'm like, I gotta lay here. I set my alarm for like 6:35. I'm like, I just need any kind of sleep I can get right now. It's a crazy schedule in October for me. Crazy. Thank you, Jay Villain. Listen, man, it surprised me because the way this stuff is gone, the way this stuff is gone this postseason, I figured it was going to go foul. So I was actually surprised. Normally, I give a bye, Felicia, when it's a home run. That's normally what I call it, bye, Felicia. But, it surprised the hell out of me. Didn't expect it to happen. Angel! Clutch home right at Aaron Gordon, right? I think you mean Aaron Judge. But that was huge. Big hit. I don't want to hear shit about the guy not hitting in the postseason. I don't want to hear it anymore. You got all these Boston Red Sox trolls on Twitter talking shit about Aaron Judge. Talk shit about him now. Bullpen's got to continue to do its job, guys. We got a long ways to go. Doval deals a strike. Counts 0-1. I'm sure the people in right, the bleacher creatures, gave Aaron Judge a very, very big standing ovation. Varsho leading off, and he swings and misses at a filthy cutter. That pitcher's down the middle of the plate, but that late cut had Varsho missing. It'll be Varsho, Barger, and Santander. Vlad Jr. not smiling right now. 0-2 bounced up there, and the count is 1-2. Actually, you know what's funny now that you mention that? He does look like, I always thought the same thing. He kind of looked like Aaron Gordon, especially when Aaron Gordon was on the Magic and a little bit younger. Like, I don't know that he looks so much like him, but I thought the same thing. Pitch, swung on and missed. Doval with another filthy slider, and Varsho is down on strikes. So Yankees got the momentum right now, man.
He gone!
11 postseason hits, 4 RBIs, 3 hits. He's definitely stepped up. Remember, somebody said he hadn't hit with guys on bases, and when you have an opportunity outside of the bases loaded, there it is. And the pitch to Clement. Where is Clement playing? Where did Clement go? Where is Clement playing in the field? I missed something. The pitch. Clement drives it to left. Bellinger back, and it's off the wall. Bellinger fields. Clement's 3 for 3 as he has a 1-out double. Tudo, grazie. Massive respects to the king of all New York Giants podcast, Baddog, and all diehard Giants fans across the pond. Greetings from our entire team in Italy. Please slap the Jays. I hope so, bro. I hope so, Tudo. I hope so, my friend. My paisano. The wall's got to bear down here. The Yankees just got a huge home run for Aaron Judge to tie it. You don't want to give it back. Santander takes outside. And the count is 1-0. Santander is 1 for 2. I gotta see where the hell. I gotta see this freaking lineup here. Fouled away, counts 1-1. I gotta see. Clement went to second. IKF's out of the game. So this, I know, Barger is going to be hitting 8th. Clement's second. Barger's 3rd. IKF's out of the game. And a line drive. Oh, what a catch by Aaron Judge. He's doing it all. He saved the run. You know what I want in the chat right now? I want MVPs. This guy should win an MVP. It should be his freaking 3rd. He should have won it in 2017. It's 4th. I don't know how many MVPs he had. He should have 3. He should have a 4th one this year. MVPs in the chat. This guy is playing like a damn MVP. MVP! But Cal Raleigh's a catcher. Fuck out of here. Let me know when Cal Raleigh wins a batting title. Let me know when Cal Raleigh hits 330. Let me know. Let me know when Cal Raleigh leads the major leagues in 11 offensive categories. Let me know when that happens. Let me know. Let me know when he leads in intentional base on balls. Let me know when he hits 330. Let me know when he leads the league in runs and walks and OPS and slugging and on-base percentage. Let me know when that happens. No, that's for Sunday. 7's in the chat. But the Yankees could use the 7th spot. It'd be nice if the Yankees put up a touchdown. God, I'm gonna be dead at work tomorrow. Dead. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna make it. This game's not gonna end. This game is not gonna end until like midnight. It's crazy, man. Crazy. O'Doyle rules. Damn right. Ugh. Ernie, you're right about that. He's not a Yankee. That's exactly why. Yankees have definitely shown some fight in this game, which they really, I guess they showed a little bit in game 2. Game 1, they just went out with a whimper. We have to get out of this inning and get our guys back out there. 10-second Giant rant, Reckless. Go watch any of the last 3 videos I've done about the Giants. You get more than 10 seconds, you got 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I have 6 weeks of vacation. I have like 250 sick days. I don't take time off of work. I never do. I always feel guilty about it if I feel okay to go in. Barger swings and misses, and it's Tim Hill, and the count's 0-1. The other thing for me is, like if I'm off a day, my work piles up. You know what I mean? Nobody does my job for me. Pitch is inside 1-1. It's a big batter here. Addison Barger, man, he came in. Clement went to second for defense for IKF. Barger made the error at third that led to the 3-0 homer by Judge, and that pitch is chopped foul. And the count is 1-2. Come on, Tim. Whoops.
Strike this motherfucker out.
We got to do this again. Come on,
Strike
Tim.
this motherfucker out.
Let's go. 1-2. Foul away.
Strike this motherfucker out.
I can't, man. I just can't take days. I mean, I take my vacation time. Like I can actually get paid. I can pay out my vacation. I don't do that. I take my time though. I always take my time off. I don't roll it over. I take all 6 weeks, but I don't usually take sick days. I almost hit them, and it counts 2-2. That is Dorn coming in from third. Yes. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. So a good job. Be gone by Timmy Hill. Blue Jays won it. They leave a man in scoring position. We've played 4.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-6. I can't call out. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm changing. So I'm moving like offices. Like I'm going to a different building in a month. And where I'm going, it's going to be a lot more, because there's a lot less people in it. And it's going to be much more calm. And I keep telling myself, just get there, because I want you to take it off. Because sometimes just the people that work stress me. I mean, anybody that works in an office, I'm sure some people just get on your nerves. Some people are very demanding. Like some people are just stupid. Like you can tell them how to do something a million times and they don't do it right. Like when I ask people to punch the clock, like people won't punch the clock. And I keep telling them like, listen, you're missing punches. You got to go into the system and fill out a missed punch form. And then a bunch of people got to freaking approve it. And then I got to approve it. And then I got to go back and I got to change their freaking time. That's more work for me. When you come in, just take your fucking badge and punch it in. How many times I got to tell you? And then I got to remind you, fill out your missing punch form. Fill out your missing punch form. Well, some people do this enough where I just don't tell them and they don't fill it out and then they don't get paid. That's what I do. Like I handle that stuff. Like that's what I do. I say I work in finance, but I do payroll. You know what I mean? So just things like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. My job, I work for the state of New York. I work for the state of New York. I'm not a supervisor. I'm kind of in the middle. My wife's the head of a department in the state. I don't work in her department, but she's the head of a department. I'm in the middle. She's got way more clout than me. Way more clout than me. My wife is a very, very smart woman. Very smart. I mean, she has to be. She married me. I mean, you really can't get any smarter. You can't get any smarter than that. I mean, how can you? Not only did she marry me, we've been together 25 years. I mean, that's just. All right. Come on, G, your turn. Gary Vengeance, this bastard. Remember Varland struck you out with the bases loaded? Stanton's got a single sac fly driven in 2, so he and Judge responsible for 5 of the 6 Yankee runs. Way outside, 1-1. Varland's still throwing hard, 100 miles an hour. Well, it's not our wedding anniversary is July, but we've been together. We were together before we got married, obviously. Check swing, he did not go 2-1. So together, like before we got married, we're together 7 years before we got married. We've been married 18 years. So it'll be 26 years this April or March. The pitch outside 3-1. Good take there by G. It'll be Big G Jazz and Ahmed Rosario. Pitch. Ooh. My guy Ben, what up? Ben's been. I miss you, Ben. I miss you, buddy. Stanton swings and misses, so 1 away. So Seattle leads that series 2-1. Jazz checked the swing. Did he go? He did not. Count 1-0, 6-6, bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on for the Yanks. The pitch fouled it off his ankle, and the count is 1-1. That's true, Nelson. The Yankees have not led in this series at all. As a matter of fact, they've only been tied for a couple of innings. Varland deals. Jazz swings and it's in the air. What? Boy, Felicia, this boy is gone. And Nelson, just like that, the Yankees have their first lead of the series. It is 7-6.
Can put it on the board. Yes. Yes.
Whoop that ass. Whoop that ass. Whoop that ass.
No doubt about it. Jiggity Jazz hits a juggernaut to left field, and that'll do it for Varland. The Yankees, who trailed in this game 6-1 in the bottom of the 3rd, picked themselves up off the mat. And for the first time in this 3-game series, they lead. It's 7-6. Listen, man, I told you earlier, they're in the bullpen. The Jays bullpen is not good. and it's only a matter of time. The Yankees are going to start hitting the ball out of the park. You can't rely on that all the time. But the odds are just there. These guys hit home runs. It's what they do. You're not going to be able to hold them down the entire season. Again, this Jays pen is very shaky. It's not good. Which is why I actually really like our pitching lineup, because I figured we could get into the pen against these Jays pitchers, but I figured our starters would do better. So no, our pen's shaky too, but Toronto's is bad. Toronto has a bad pen. Lou, I don't know when he's coming back. He had this surgery before the season. I hope he's ready to go back next year, but you never know with Tommy John how long that takes. Wow. Crazy, man. That's crazy comeback. I didn't think they had it in them. Perfectly honest. I didn't think this team had it in them. Now we got to finish it off. Let's get some more runs. Shit ain't enough. Put a crooked number up. Put another crooked number up in this inning. Put another crooked number up next inning. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's drag our nuts across their forehead for a change. Hands itchy. I got to go play the lottery. $224 likes. Maybe we get some more likes in here. That'd be great. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. I mean, he's going to have to go to Williams eventually, Lou. I mean, he's on his fourth pitch already. It doesn't help when your starter gives you 2 innings. So here's Fisher for the Jays. It's their fourth pitcher of the night. He was 7-0 this year. There's a line drive. Baits it by Rosario down the line. He'll get extra bases. Rosario turns first. He's in the second with a stand-up double. And then I'll bring up Anthony Volpe. Now there's a lot of smiles in the Yankee dugout. We haven't really seen that. Keep pouring it on, guys. Put your hitting shoes on, man. What would Ken Singleton say? Let's go up there and let's hit for like a half an hour. Then I'll bring up Volpe. Just keep pouring it on. You can't get enough runs against Toronto, man. This team can hit. We need runs. Volpe takes in the corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Fisher does not throw nearly as hard as Varland. Volpe's had a good postseason, but he's had a tough night tonight. 2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats. Volpe takes in the dirt, and the count's 1-1. 1 on, 1 out, 1 in for the Yanks. First lead of the series, 7-6, bottom of the 5th. Volpe at the plate with Rosario on at second. Volpe looking for a hit here. We don't need a home run. Just keep the line moving. Little base knock makes it 8-6. Insurance run out there at second. Volpe takes inside corner for a strike. Count 1-2. Come on, Anthony. Just off the plate, 2-2. Austin Wells waits on deck. I can tell you this, when Aaron Judge comes up the next time, that crowd is going to give him a standing ovation. Now, I'm going to have to go back and watch replay because I don't have my volume up. Volpe, good take, 3-2. I don't have my volume up, so I have to go back and listen to the crowd. I can only imagine how loud it was. There's something else. The YouTube does this now. Actually, it looks like they got rid of the. It looks like they got rid of the goal thing. I don't see the goal anymore. They have something where now I can, like, in the middle of this, I would never do this. I don't know why YouTube even made it up. 3-2 to Volpe, swings and fouls it away. I have no idea why YouTube would do this. But in the middle of my stream, I could literally just change this to members only. So that anybody that's not a member will get knocked out of my stream. I don't know why YouTube would ever do that. Why would you force somebody to become a member of your channel if they don't want to? I don't like that feature. I like the goal. I thought that was fun. Volpe swings to a hanging slider. He's over 3 at 3 Ks. Not a good bat by Volpe. Swung a ball 4. Here's Austin Wells. Not good, Anthony. He didn't want it, but he committed and he went through it. So here's Wells. We could really use a hit here, Austin. 2 out, Sky at second. Pitch. Wells foul the back. I liked his approach here. He tried to take that ball to left field. 0-1. Wells is over 2. Obviously, the big error in the 4th that led to Judge's 3-run homer by Addison Barger. Man, the pitch. Wells checked. It did go around, I would imagine. No, Alex said he did, and I thought he committed 1-1. Come on, Austin. Just a hit, man. Just a base hit. That's it. Just a base hit. Single gets the run in. Way out in front of a curveball. And that was, he was fooled on the speed because that was a hanging curveball. And that type of thing right there, that's what happens when you try to hit a home run. That's what happens. Everything is spent and you're right through the curve. And that was a hanger. If you stay back and just try to drive that ball to center field, that ball is murdered. But that's not what he did. Wells is another one of those guys, 210, 25 homer power, 150 strikeouts. Pitch. Wells grounds it. Fair! A fair. I mean, by Vlad. Here comes Rosario. The throw is not in time. Wells goes a second. Oh, they got him? No. The Yankees ran out of challenges, too. The Yankees get a run. I don't think the Yankees can challenge. I think they're out of challenges. Oh, he's safe. That's a terrible call. That's a terrible fucking call. The umpire's been terrible in this game. They have missed so many because the Yankees are out of challenges. They can't challenge it. And he was safe. Wells was safe. It's 8-6. Wells was safe. That's a very, the umpires in this game have been awful. It started with a hit batsman that might not have been hit, was hit. They called it a hit batsman. Trent Grisham obviously hit Kirk's glove. They reviewed it, said it wasn't catcher's interference. It absolutely was catcher's interference. And that right there, Wells is safe by a mile, and they called him out. Mike, thank you, he says. We have awoken. We have. Hopefully we can stay awake and put their bats to sleep. Yankees get a couple runs. Big hit by Jazz. RBI single by Austin Wells. 8-6 as we go to the top of the 6th. The Yankees are definitely getting hosed in this one. Definitely. Well, I mean, I thought the hit batsman was a bad challenge. I thought that was a bad challenge. The catcher's interference was a good challenge, and they got it wrong. Even with replay, they got it wrong. What is the fucking point of replay if you're going to get it wrong still? Get it out of baseball. If you're still not going to get the call right using replay, then get rid of it. The whole point of replay is to get the call correct. And anybody with eyes could see that Trent Grisham hit Alejandro Kirk's glove, and it should have been catcher's interference, which would gain first base. Now, Grisham did end up doubling in that at bat, but the Yankees did lose their challenge. Like I said, and somebody said a glove's not going to save the Yankees. And I agreed. Glove ain't going to save the Yankees. But get the call right. They got the call wrong, and they got that call wrong too. I didn't see Wells' foot come off, but he didn't hold the tag on him. He didn't hold the tag on him. He snapped the tag, and he took the thing off. So if his foot came off the base, he didn't have the tag on him. I didn't see that. Regardless, it's 8-6 Yankees. Hill's still in the game. It'll be Jimenez, Springer, and Schneider. You gotta get out of this. You cannot allow Vlad to come up with anybody on base. First time the Yankees have led the entire series, and that's in their first strike. Counts 1-1. Jimenez is over when he was hit by a pitch. Fouled away, and the count is 1-2. There is Devin Williams warming in the pen. That pitch is lined to right. Judges there, one away. Then I'll bring up George Springer. Want to give a big shout out to Sleeper. Check out Sleeper Guys. Sleeper sponsors the game tonight. Check out Sleeper Guys. It is the fastest growing app there is. Over 11 million people are using the Sleeper app. You can play daily football, baseball, you can play daily MLB, college football, college basketball, WNBA, and NBA. You can get $1 entries. It takes 30 seconds to make an entry. You can win 1,000 times your cash. Click the link in the description and enter the promo code BADDOG, and you get a 100% match deposit bonus all the way up to $100 in your first deposit. Not only that, they got even better promotion going right now. You click the link in the description, you just sign up for an account, and you get $20 for free, no deposit required. That way you can check it out, and if you like it, you're still eligible for the 100% match deposit bonus. So go to Sleeper, have some fun, and test your sports skills. See what you can do. But check out Sleeper. Big shout out to them for sponsoring us. And even, of course, Body Armor Sport Water, always available with us, and I am out of Body Armor Sport Water. So I drank one of these and have a bottle of soda and be pissing the rest of the night. That's in there for a strike that counts 2-2. Springer's 0 for 3 tonight. And that ball is chopped. The short. Volpe gets a nice room service hop. Throws him out, 2 away. Just a big matter here. You want to get Schneider out so you face Vlad with nobody on to start the inning. And I can tell you right now, if it's this inning or next inning, he's going to face Devin Williams. He will not be facing Tim Hill. The pitch. Schneider hits it in the air to left, not deep. Belly has a beat on it, takes a couple steps back, and he makes the play. Look like the wind was playing with that ball. But a good inning by Timmy Hill. The Jays go in order, and they're half of the 6. We'll go to the bottom of the 6. Yankees looking for more runs. It's 8-6 Bombers, and now I'm going to go potty. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Let's get some damn runs. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe Judge can – imagine Judge hits another home run. Imagine if Judge hit another one. Okay. Much coffee tomorrow. You're not lying, Billy. You ain't lying, brother. I always just I feel guilty about like not going to work. It's because my wife, I don't feel guilty about me not going to like my office. I always feel guilty because my wife also never takes time off. Never. And I'm like, oh, she's not taking a day off. How the hell can I stay home? That's really what it is. Like I said, unless I have like it's vacation, you know. But she's the one that said, let's play hooky. Well, it's a long game. I'm tired. But we here for it. We here for it. I can't believe this, man. I thought the Yankees were done. I thought they were dead and buried. I thought this was. I didn't think there was any way they're going to get up off the deck. But two things I said had to happen, and they've happened. So the Yankees pen has to hold them at bay. Got to scratch a couple runs and a couple runs here and there, and they got a couple runs in the third, and just keep pecking away at it. And then I said you get into that bullpen, and eventually the law of averages is going to happen. The Yankees are going to start hitting some home runs, and Judge had the massive 3-run homer, and then Jazz the go-ahead homer. Brendan Little's on the mound here for the Jays. Their fifth pitcher of the night. The Yankees will also have their fifth pitcher of the night. He'll face the top of the order. Grisham, Judge, and Belly. Grisham squares around the bunt and takes a fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 8-6, bottom of the sixth. There is Aaron Judge. 3 for 3 tonight, a homer and 4 RBIs for the American League MVP. Pitch. Low. And the count is 1-1. Same here, Harry. I grew up in the 80s. I agree. It'll be a 1-1 to Grisham leading off the bottom of the sixth. Swung on a missed. And the count is 1-2. Dude, I've been on this channel so long that it's telling me idle service, which means this channel's been on for 4 hours right now. What was that one year, the World Series? I went to bed at like in the 11th inning, and that World Series ended up going 18 innings. Was that Dodgers Red Sox? I was like, there's no way. Pitch. Grisham swings and lines it to center field. Varsho makes the catch. Grisham hit it on the button, but right at the center fielder. And then I'll bring up tonight's hero, Aaron Judge. The crowd got so loud that the screen blacked out. What the hell just happened? Did they just walk Aaron Judge? Bellinger swings and rips it in. That's the right fielder. It's going to go to the track, and then it's kicked out there again. Judge is going to have to hold up. The receiver is going to be caught, so he'll stay at third. Bellinger on at second. Santander couldn't make the play. He got by. That's the other thing. You want to talk about MVPs? Oh, Cal Raleigh MVP. Cal Raleigh catches. Show me Cal Raleigh getting walked with nobody on base. Show me that. Show me another batter that gets first base with nobody on. Show me that guy. Billy, I don't know any different. I've always been a hard worker. It's going to pay off when I retire in about 8 years. That's the way I look at it. 58, let's go. Pitch is outside. Rice needs a hit, man. Rice has been scuffling at the plate. The Jays have not fielded the ball well. It kind of reminds me of Boston in game 2. They made mistakes. Outside 2-0. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate that. You think he got hurt? Rice has to zone a pitch and not try to do too much with it. Think left field, Ben. Ben Rice swings and it's into the air. This should get a run in. Santander makes the catch going his right. Judge will score, and the Yankees get another run. Good at bat, Benny. Good job, man. That's what you do. Get that runner in with less than third out. Or less than 3 outs. less than 2 outs. Get it in, man. Good job. I forgot I had to stop it. Nice line drive, man. The Yankees are starting to hit the ball hard. 9-6. Keep piling it on. Come on, G. G's got a couple ribs tonight. I'd love to see Stanton just smash one to dead center. They're going to walk him. There's no way a lefty's facing Stanton. Jazz on deck. Well, nope, they're going to make the pitching change. So Little doesn't last. He lasts for a little while. And here comes a 6th pitcher for the Jays. I want Giancarlo. You guys know I love Big G. I want him to just crush one to dead center. I just want one of those 2-iron line drives over the center field wall so bad. Boy, this is a long game. Kai, I'm never going to say the Jays are cooked. The Jays are very tough. We got to win this game tonight and worry about tomorrow. But as I said, I liked the – I didn't expect Rodon and Fried to suck ass. I didn't expect that. We lost game 1. You could live with it. It was your number 4 starter. You had your 3 best pitchers going next 3 nights. They had bullpen guys, and I thought, oh, it's a good matchup for the Yankees, but neither Fried nor Rodon couldn't get out of the 3rd. So just win. Yeah, we definitely want 10, Billy. We want like 19. We want 10 more, Billy. That's what we want. We want 10 more. We want 10 more. No lead is enough. No lead is enough. I really need some coffee, but I'm out of artificial sweetener, man, and I can't drink it like that. I need artificial sweetener. Simon says, I'm a Mets fan, but I appreciate it, Simon. Listen, I say it all the time. I have no hate for the Mets. When the Yankees aren't there and the Mets are there, I root for the Mets. Here's Yariel Rodriguez. Again, this is the 6th pitcher for the Jays. Stanton takes a strike. And the count is 0-1. Like I said, I would love Stan to hit one over the center field wall. I think that'd be amazing. Pitch. Check the swing, and that's a foul ball, isn't it? I guess he caught it in front of the plate, so Stanton's out. And out right to the side. But the Yankees tack on another run on a sac fly by Betty Rice. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. We played 6 full, go to the top of the 7th. 9-6 Yanks. Dare to go to thank you, man. Well, Bad Dog, I'm a Jays fan and felt like felt like I'm a Jays fan, and that felt like our chance. I think we're toast. Which, no way. Nope. You guys, listen. There's 3 innings to play in this game. And there's 2 more games to play. And if the Yankees somehow hold on tonight and win tomorrow, they have a house of horrors in Toronto. Not a house of horrors. A house of horrors would be fine in Toronto, right? Well, that's more really Montreal. If you're talking about a house of horrors, that's Montreal. But you get my point. The Yankees don't play well in Toronto. They've gotten killed in Toronto. So even if they do hold on today and win tomorrow, they still got to go back there and try to find a way to win. This series is not, there's no way you choked. No way. You got 9 outs to get still. I still want 3 or 4 more runs in this game. The only thing I can think of, the only thing I can say is it looks like the Yankee bats are starting to come alive, because they really had not come alive this entire postseason till like the 6th inning of game 2. So, oh, dare to go to, trust me, I know. When I was young, Montreal was crazy. I know. Like I said, I got my nickname Bad Dog for a reason. It was a big partier when I was a kid. Very big partier. I always say, man, it's a good thing I met my wife. I might not have lived to see 50 if I didn't meet my wife when I was 24. So yeah, Montreal is a hell of a place. What happened to Montreal? I mean, you name it. It was like, you ever see the movie The Hangover? Kind of like one of those deals. I mean, honestly, I don't remember half of it. I mean, you're just out of it. I really don't remember half of it. It really is like the movie The Hangover, which is why The Hangover is so damn funny. I mean, not like you found a baby and, nobody married a stripper. Like, that didn't happen, but yeah. It's good times. Enjoy your youth, people. Montreal's screw job. That was back at the height of the WWF right there. That's right. What happens in Montreal stays in Montreal. So it's a good place. Vlad takes a strike. Devin Williams is in the game. The Yankees have yet to retire this guy. He's hitting a ridiculous 727. This guy is 8 for 11. Now, again, law of averages, he has to start getting out eventually. He has to start making outs. Upstairs, 1-1. Nobody hits 700. It's Vlad, Kirk, and Varsho against Devin Williams in the top of the 7th. I say the same thing. The Expos need to come back. I say it all the time. Up and in, 2-1. I agree. I always loved the Expos uniforms. The 80s Expos uniforms, I loved them. I loved their team. The Expos have had so many Hall of Famers go through their organization. It's not even funny. Pitch. Vlad takes a huge swing and fouls it back. They count as 2-2. Think about it. Gary Carter, Andre Dawson, Tim Raines, Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez was with that organization, Vladimir Guerrero, Larry Walker, Marquise Grissom, not a Hall of Fame, but great player. Tim Wallach was a great player. Pitch. 3-2. Obviously, Vlad is seeing the ball very well. But come on, man.
Strike this motherfucker out.
Vlad gets a piece of it. It's popped up. Volpe and Jazz collide, and Jazz makes the catch. Got Vladdy out. It's a big out. Yep, Tim Raines, a Hall of Famer. Rock Raines. 94 Expos were a great team, and the Yankees had the best record in the AL. The Expos never recovered from the strike in '94, and their ballpark was terrible. It was a bad ballpark. Pitch in there for a strike, but I loved those Expos uniforms in the '80s. One of my favorites. Those the Twins powder blue, and I'm not a big uniform guy. I always loved the Expos uniforms in the '80s. The blue and the white. Pitches fouled off quickly. 0-2 here to Alejandro Kirk. B-Rock, thank you, bro. I wish to... Yes. You and me both. They'd be 8-3. Once in a while, I still look for old Expos uniforms. Like I consider getting a Vladimir Guerrero Sr. is one of my favorite players of all time. The 0-2 pitch upstairs. And the count is 1-2. Come on, Devin. I like this
Strike
soundbite.
this motherfucker out.
Let's go. Pitch. Popped up. Kirk falls down on a knee, and it goes out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 7th. Yankees trailed 6-1 in this game. Now lead 9-6. Yep, Pedro. Yep, I mentioned Pedro. Pedro and Randy Johnson. They could have had them both at the same time. The Expos actually drafted Randy Johnson. Pitch. Just got a piece. Good job by Kirk. Count remains 1-2. Pedro was drafted by the Dodgers, I believe. As was his brother Ramon. Ramon Martinez was a really good pitcher for a few years. Crazy drunk days. And I can imagine, Billy. I can imagine. I mean, I wasn't in the Navy, but I know all about the crazy drunk days. Pitch. Kirk hits it in the air to deep right field. And in front of the wall, Grisham makes the play. Kirk just missed it, gave it a long ride, but came up short. It is 2 away. I had to hold my breath there for a second. Looked good off the bat. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Dalton Varsho. Come on, Devin, get out of this inning, baby. Good shutdown inning. Let's get some more runs when we get up there. And the pitch fouled away. B-Rock, thank you, bro. More trivia. What were the MLB expansion teams in 1969? 69. Were the Seattle Pilots one of them? Pitch. Swung and a missed. Counts 0-2. Come on, baby. One more time. Let's go.
Strike this motherfucker out.
Oops. Lou would probably know. The Pilots, the Expos had to be the other one. It had to be the Expos. Had to be the Pilots and the Expos. Pitch. Inside 1-2. That's my guess. The Pilots and the Expos. I know my shit. That's what happens when you live near Cooperstown. Come on, Devin. Strike him out. 1-2. Strike 3. Swung and missed an high fast. Let's fucking go, Devin. Let's go. He gone. No hits, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Yankees 9. J6. Yeah, Judges over 11. They walked Judge with nobody on base and 1 out. I thought there was 2. I thought there was 2 teams. He says Pilots, Padres, Expos, Royals. The Royals I might have got. The Padres I would not have gotten that one. I thought there was only 2. Obviously, the Pilots turned into the Mariners. Let's get some more runs, Yankee fans. We need more. We need more. It'll be the top of the order. No, it's not the top of the order. Sorry. It'll be Wells, Grisham, and Judge. Well, it seems like Judge has been up a lot this game. Nick, actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I didn't watch it on Amazon, but I have like a playlist on YouTube, sports documentaries. That one's the first one on the list. Is the doc about the Expos. That's the first one on my list. Yep, I always liked the Expos. I just loved their uniforms. I remember when I was a kid, I loved Tim Wallach. I mean, it's not like I could watch the Expos play, obviously, because I live in New York. There was no internet. There was no satellite television. There was no extra innings package. But I always liked Tim Wallach. He was definitely one of my favorite guys. Tim Wallach and Rock Reigns. Now, Dawson, when I remember Dawson, he was a Cub. And Carter, I remember him more as a Met. Like, I know they were Expos. I know they were Expos, but I didn't see them play as Expos. Reigns and Wallach I saw. Which NFL quarterback was drafted by the Expos? That one I would not know. That one I would not know. Expos and Secret True. The Expos and Twins were the Pirates became the Brewers. Expos and Twins were definitely my favorite uniforms in the 80s. The Twins powder blue. And like I said, the Expos white and their home and away uniforms. I always loved them. Although when I was a kid, I always thought the M said ELB. And I'm always like, is that French? Like, what the hell does ELB stand for? That's what I always thought it was when I was a kid. I thought it said ELB. I didn't realize it was an M until I got a little bit older. I remember when I went to Cooperstown in 5th grade on a school field trip, I bought an Expos helmet. I bought a Yankee helmet and I bought an Expos helmet because I just loved the Expos logo. Yeah, I forgot about the big cat, Andres Galarraga. Well, I didn't know Tom Brady was drafted by I would have never got that. I never got that one. I mean, John Elway was drafted by the Yankees. I know that. He's drafted by the Colts. And he said, fuck you, I ain't going there. So he went to the Yankees. And then he ended up with the Broncos. Kind of like Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson played baseball because the Buccaneers drafted. He said, I'm not playing for the Buccaneers. I go play baseball. The Bucs drafted him anyway. He said, screw you. Going to baseball. And then ended up with the Raiders. The Royals. Randy was not there, no. Randy was in Seattle by then. Pedro was on the 94 team. Yeah, Russ was drafted by the Rockies, but Russ did play for the Yankees in spring training. I know, like, there was some ugly uniforms. The Padres one was ugly. I remember not liking the Padres one. Those big balloon letters. I did like the Astros uniforms in the 80s, though. And I was like, again, I loved Nolan Ryan. I mean, how do you not? I loved Ryan, but I always loved Mike Scott and Glenn Davis. Like, I remember those guys for the Astros in the 80s. I liked those guys. And I always liked the St. Louis Cardinals because I like teams that I always loved guys that could run. Those are my favorite players, especially the guys at 30-30 power. Like Eric Davis was one of my favorite players growing up. I always loved it. So the Cardinals ran. Everybody ran on the Cardinals. And I always thought they were exciting. Plus, John Tudor was a great pitcher. Jazz starts the 7th against Rodriguez, and he takes a strike. And the count is 0-1. Jazz homers last time at bat gave the Yankees their first lead in the series. It'll be Jazz, Ahmed Rosario, and Volpe, 6, 7, and 8, as they bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Rodriguez deals, and Jazz takes it low, and the count's 1-1. Yeah, the brown, orange, rainbow. Yes, I liked that one. I did. I liked that one. Rusty Staubach was on that when they were the Colt 45s. Pitch low, 2-1. And the Astros were actually the Colt 45s, I believe, before they became the Astros. It'll be a 2-1 pitch. Jazz tried to hit his second homer the night, lost his helmet, and he is even in the count, 2-2. I don't know what the Jays managers, what that watch is. That thing is disgusting. Things like that thick. Watches are supposed to be thin. I think it's like looks like a hamburger on his wrist. Jazz bloops it to left. Coming in to make the catch is Schneider, and there's one away. Look at how thick that watch is. You better watch your wrist, dude. Alejandro Kirk might think that thing's a hamburger, and he's going to take a bite of your wrist. Yep, Joe Morgan was a rookie with a Colt 45s. I need that card. I don't have a Joe Morgan rookie. It's a 65 tops. Oh, the watch is a buzzer. That makes sense because Boone always wears watches. Pitch. Goldschmidt's in there for Volpe. I'm sorry, for Rosario. Who are they putting at third base? Who are they going to put at third? Pitch fouled away. Yep, Piniella was drafted by the Pilots. Yes, he was. Bo was. Bo is the greatest athlete I've ever seen in my life. Bar none. Bar none. Bar none. Just absolutely ridiculous. Goldschmidt grounds it to third. That's Barger making a play, 2 away. Who are the Yankees going to play at third? Yeah, Jays don't have a starter for tomorrow. They'll have an opener, but Savage was only supposed to give him like 2 innings. They gave him 5 1/3 of no-hit baseball. So Yankees, I feel like they've scored in like 3 or 4 straight innings. I don't know how to say that. Is it Brule or Brule in the pen? Rodriguez is the 6th pitcher. Pitch is in there. It is not in there. It's 1-0 to Volpe. Volpe has had a tough night tonight. He has the hat trick with 3 Ks. I agree, Secret Truth. I totally agree. Volpe swings through the pitch. Volpe not seeing the ball. And the count's 1-1. And Dion, I remember Dion played for the AA Albany Colony Yankees. I used to go to those all the time, so I remember Dion playing for the Albany Colony Yankees. He would walk into the locker room with the fur coats and the dangly earrings. Low, 2-1. He was prime time even then. Yeah, Danny Ainge's drafted by the Blue Jays, I'm pretty sure. Two on inside, 3-1. Austin Wells on deck. Now you've struck out 3 times, Anthony. You're ahead in the count 3-1. What you got to do is just put a good swing in the ball. Don't try to do too much. Just look for a pitch and just put a good solid swing on it. And he grounds it to third. To his left is Barger, throws out Volpe, and that retires side. For the first time in a long time, the Yankees go on order. We've played 7 full. We'll go to the top of the 8th. The Yankees need 6 more outs. It's 9-6. How is Jordan as a baseball player? I mean, he never made the majors. He did play much better his second year. in the minors. I think that if Jordan actually stayed a baseball player, I think he wouldn't have been a good major leaguer. But Jordan worked harder than anybody you've ever seen in your life, so he would have made himself into a decent ball player. The pace has picked up a little bit in this game now. Yeah, Jordan could steal. My fantasy team is 5-0. Off to a pretty good start this year. Yeah, Jordan was serious about everything. Jordan didn't do shit for attention. Jordan, like some people are like, oh, Jordan played against plumbers and he wouldn't have survived in this era. And he wasn't a good 3-point shooter. Man, Jordan would have Jordan would have adapted with the times. Jordan would have made himself into a good 3-point shooter. It's such a stupid argument. Oh, he played against plumbers and this, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He also played at a time where you could hand check. He also played at a time where they played defense. And if you went into the paint, you actually got hit hard. They didn't go back and look at it and go, oh, let's review it and see if it's a flagrant foul. That shit didn't happen. Game was way different. If you grew up in that era, you understand. Two biggest guys when I was growing up were Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan. There wasn't two bigger athletes on the planet in the 80s. Yeah, Kobe was great too. Kobe was like he was trying to be Jordan. He was about as close to Jordan as somebody could be. And I loved Kobe. Somebody actually asked me who my favorite Laker was the other night, and that is my Kobe. Or that is my favorite Laker. Pitch in there for a strike. It'll be Clement, Santander, and Barger. Those are the scheduled three. Judge will bat in the bottom of the 8th. He's had himself a night. He's had his moment. Williams about to deal the 1-1, and that is not even close. Where's that? I have that somewhere. Where's that? Maybe I don't have it. I was looking for my just a bit outside. I don't see it. Pitch! Grounded base hit. The Jays have a leadoff hitter. Clements killed the Yankees tonight. He's 4 for 4. Then I'll bring up Santander. This might be Bednar might have to get more than 3 outs tonight. He might have to get more than 3 outs tonight. Yes. Yeah, Gretzky was another one. Gretzky was very big in the 80s too, without question. But hockey, I mean, in Canada, there's a ground ball foul. I mean, in the States, hockey's not as big as it is north of the border, obviously. So, baseball was enormous in the 80s. Baseball was more popular than football in the 80s. Baseball was the most popular sport in this country in the 80s. So those were pretty much your guys, you're because Bo played them both, and Jordan was the greatest basketball player on the face of the planet. You check the swing, and it's a ball. 1-1 to Santander. Clement on at first. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Yanks leading 9-6. Upstairs. 2-1. Gotta get out of these hitters, man. Max Scherzer. It's a spot in Cooperstown for him when it's all said and done. Need a double play. That's in there for a strike. Count 2-2. Come on, Devin.
Strike this motherfucker out.
Pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? He didn't even check. Full count. Goose Gossage. Hell, where's a Mariano Rivera when you need? Where's Mariano Rivera right now? Caesar Giant Stadium was made in 1976, so 33 years. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Pretty sure MetLife was built in 2009. Big strikeout, man.
He gone!
And they're bringing in Bednar right now. Bednar's got to get 5 outs. We don't want to see Luke Weaver at all in this one. Again, I want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring tonight's game between the Yankees and the Jays. You can go to Sleeper and get a 100% match deposit bonus up to $100 on your first deposit by clicking the link in the description and entering the promo code Baddog. Make sure you get that. They have daily fantasy, Major League Baseball, college football, college basketball, and NBA. You don't want to miss out on that. It only takes 30 seconds to enter. You can win 1,000 times your cash. It's available in over 30 states, and over 11 million people use the Sleeper app. Fastest growing app out there. It's a lot of fun. And not only do they have this promotion going, you don't even need to make a deposit. You just click the link in the description. They're going to give you a free $20 just for signing up with Sleeper. So click my link, make an account, get $20, no deposit required. Check it out. If you love it like you should, you can still get this right here, that 100% match deposit bonus up to $100. So literally you can get $120 for free. Check out Sleeper. Appreciate them coming aboard. And of course, Body Armor Sport Water, man. Body Armor Sport Water is an alkaline water with a pH 9+, which I went right through this one. And an electrolyte formula with a very wide mouth for easy hydration. Body Armor Sport Water, built for all-day hydration for the athlete and all of us. The Giants did play in Yankee Stadium. That is why, Da Vinci, that's why Yankee fans are Giants fans for the most part. That's why usually it's Yankees, Giants, Mets, Jets. Because the Jets played in Shea Stadium. And that's really why it kind of breaks off like that. Aaron says, not available in New York, wasted 30 minutes on a parlay. I didn't know you lived in New York. I did not know you lived in New York. I always thought you were in Pennsylvania. But they're adding more and more states every day. Like I think when Sleeper started, it was like available in 18 or 19. Now it's available in over 30. So ground ball foul. Eventually it will be in New York. I mean, it works for me. Addison Barger up there with an 0-1 count. Ernie Clement on at first. Bednar in there to try to close this one out in the 8th. Ground ball to second. Jazz will take the out at first, and there's 2 away. Bednar's fun. It's never a dull moment with the. I have 264 likes. Can we get this baby to 300? Can we get it to 300 likes? Jimenez up there. He's 0 for 2. Runner at second, 2 outs, 9-6 Yanks. Upstairs, 1-0. Curveball in there for a strike. Count 1-1. Good pitch there by Williams. Come on, Devin. Come on, buddy. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Rice Fields gets in a bag, and that will retire the side. The Jays get no runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. We played 7.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees lead 9-6. Let's get some more, man. Let's get some more, Yankee fans. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Don't you think Aaron Judge should cap it off with a home run? He should cap his night off with a dinger. I could have swore I said Bednar. I don't remember saying anything else. I just said Bednar's got to get more than 5 outs. Bednar trying to close it out. I didn't say Devin. I said Bednar. Williams started the inning. Bednar came in the relief. Yeah, I thought I said Bednar. That's why I was like, I know. I mean, I know I'm tired, but I know what I said. Williams started the inning, but Bednar came in to get the last 2 outs. Agree, Harry. More runs. That's what I said. I think Judge needs to cap it off. Well, Kai, whatever, man. What's up, Diego? Which baseball player from today do I think would have thrived? I mean, I think a lot of them could have thrived in the Judge would have. Judge would be great in any era. Without question. Ohtani would be great in any era. Without question. Those 2 guys are next level. I'm trying to think like your contact hitters definitely would have thrived more in the 80s because it was more like that than it is now. Like if you struck out 100 times back then, it was embarrassing. That all changed with Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard was the first guy. The Jays with their 7th pitcher, Tommy Nansen there. Ryan Howard had hit 50 homers and strike out 200 times. Wells pops it up foul, and it will reach the seats 0-2. I remember, like, Ryan Howard's the first guy I remember having massive power and striking out just a shitload of times, and they didn't care. It'll be an 0-2 to Wells. It'll be Wells, Grisham, and Judge. Wells fouls back a curveball. Crowd is kind of stunned silent right now. Like, they're not really making a lot of noise. Like, I have the TV on very faintly. They're just kind of sitting in their seats, just kind of waiting for these last 3 outs. Freddie Freeman, yeah. Pitch. Way upstairs. 1-2. Dave Kingman definitely played in the wrong era. Dave Kingman would get a $300 million deal in today's baseball. Pitch. Wells rips a base hit into the alley. It's backhanded out there by Santander, but a good start for the Yankees in their half of the eighth. Cam Schlittler will get the ball tomorrow if the Yankees can get these final 3 outs. First pitcher with 8+ innings, no walks, and 12 Ks in postseason history. Really? That's crazy. Here is Trent Grisham. 1 on, nobody out. Pitch. Trent cakes up and away. And the count is 1-0. It'd be fun if Judge hit another home run. Nathan Lucas in left field. My scorecard here is a freaking mess. Pitch away, 2-0. Grisham is 1 for 3, double walk, scored twice. Hasn't driven in a run, only a 530 OPS and a 178 batting average in the postseason. Outside 3-0. Grisham with a career high 34 homers this year. I would imagine he's taking all the way here. Of course, Grisham can make it 11-6 in one swing, so you're up 9-6. Maybe you let him be aggressive if he likes it. But also a Judge on deck, I don't think you want to swing 3-0. And he doesn't, and he takes all the way for a strike, and the count's 3-1. Fried looks like he has small hands. I don't know if it's just the camera. 3-1 in there for a strike. Grisham taking all the way, 3-2. Wells will definitely not be running. I'm 50 years old, and I still think I have a really good chance of beating Austin Wells in a foot race. Full count pitch coming here to Grisham. 9-6 Yanks. Wells on a first, bottom of the eighth. Nance set of the chest he deals, and Grisham hits it in the air to left field. Back on the track, backing up and making the catch on the track is Lucas. Wells stays put at first. Aaron Judge at 331 led the major leagues at 331 average, 457 on base percentage, led it in slugging OPS in the postseason. 524 average, 600 on base, 762 slugging. Ridiculous. Hit another homer. Fuck it. Rub it in. And instead, he's going to ground it weakly to third. Fielding, firing, and throwing low. They get Judge. And that's the first time he's been retired tonight. Wells goes to second. Judge went up there looking to be aggressive. You know, I have a video on my page that really doesn't get a lot of views, and I think I did it like 3 years ago. It is the loudest postseason home runs at Yankee Stadium since 1976. Like, I remember clipping that all together. It's like 25 minutes long. But even though, like, I didn't live through some of it because a lot of it was in the 70s, there was that big gap from 81 to 96 where the Yankees weren't in the postseason. Well, no, they got in the postseason 95. So there's a big gap from 81 to 95. But I get chills watching that. So they just walked Bellinger. And who's coming up for the Yankees? It's somebody from the right-handed side. It's not Rice. Caballero. Outside. 1-0. Yankees have runners at first and second, looking for more. Come on, Caballero, get a hit. Come on, Jose. Just get another run. We need them all. We need them all. Caballero tried to hit a 3-run homer. That's not his game, and he swings to a fastball. It counts 1-1. No, Mike. There's no omen for Giants Eagles. The Giants are gonna get the hell beat out of them in that game. The pitch upstairs, 2-1. Big G waits on deck. Two one. Big swing and a miss again. Actually, foul tipped into the glove, and the count's 2-2. When I talk about approaches at the plate, right now, Jose Caballero needs to choke up on the bat and shorten a swing and just make contact. Just try to punch the ball out in the outfield, man. Stop over swinging. A single is huge here. Yeah, I'll be on Chris's channel, Lou. Yeah, we're doing the game Thursday. We're doing the Giants game Thursday. I don't think the Yankees play Thursday. I think if they play tomorrow, right? Or do they play tomorrow? I mean, they got to get out of this game. Don't they play tomorrow on Friday? Or am I missing something? Caballero kind of hurt himself there. Yeah, so Thursday, definitely calling the we're all black for Dables. Yeah. Well, I had the black shirt on today. I actually thought it might be for the Yankees funeral tonight. Caballero swing. There you go. Punching it out to right field. Now Wells can't run to save his life. So the Yankees have a bit. But see? Shorten up your swing. Just punch the ball in the outfield. That's changing your approach with 2 strikes. Now, Wells can't run at all. And because you're playing Rice, because you took Rice out of the game for Caballero, you can't pinch run for Wells. Now, Big G could put this game away with one big fly. He hits the ball a mile high in the infield. Everybody converges. And there's an out. Boy, Stanton just missed that. So Yankees leave them loaded. We'll go to the top of the 9th. They're 3 outs away from forcing a game 4. 9-6 Bombers. I'll be right back. Gotta go potty. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Be right back. As cliche as it is, Yankees got to take these one game at a time. Let's get these 3 outs and get to tomorrow. Oh, God. God, it's only Tuesday. Feels like it should be at least Thursday. I need this weekend, boy. I need that. I need that extra day so bad. Yep. Yanks, what a comeback, man. Can the Giants hire a real coaching staff? Not in the last 10 years. Not in the last 10 years. The Yankees just swung at the first pitch a lot in this series. Well, hopefully this postseason lasts a little bit longer and Stanton can find a swing, because if both Stanton and Judge are hitting, the Yankees are going to be tough to beat. Yep, if they get to tomorrow, Cam Schlittler. Bednar deals in there for a strike. It's the top of the order. Springer, Lucas, and Vlad. This first out is so important. You're up by 3. You don't want to give up any. You don't want to give up any base runners with Vlad coming to the plate in this inning. Check the swing. He did not go. The count's 1-1. Springer is 0 for 4 tonight. Had another great season. 309, 32 homers. And the pitch swung on him. Springer way out in front of a splitter. Count is 1-2. Come on,
Strike
baby.
this motherfucker out.
One, two. Strike 3. Swung on miss.
He gone.
A splitter by Bednar. 1 away here in the 9th. Two outs away. Irish, I can't take a sick day, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Pitch fouled away by Lucas. 98 on the gun. Count is 0-1. Half day. I could take a half day. Pitch. Whoa. Bednar said, get off the plate, little buddy. Gave him a little bow tie. You got to do that to Vlad. One top of the 1-1 count to Lucas, top of the 9th. 1 out, nobody on 9-6 Yanks. Pitch. Bednar throws a curveball in there for a strike, and the count is 1-2. And once again, let's go.
Strike this motherfucker out.
Let's go. The pitch. Whoa. That one got away from him a little bit. Overthrew that one. Threw it way upstairs. Count was 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Cold strike 3.
He gone.
Can I help you, sir? No, thank you. Just looking. 1 away. Irish, yes. I can cash him in, but I probably won't. Because all you do is you get half. So I can save up to 320 days. Maybe it's 280. But I only get half of them. Like when I retire, I can cash out half of them. So I'm like, why wouldn't I use them all? So I'm going to do what my father-in-law did. When I get to like within a year of retirement, I'm going to use them all. You use them all. It'll be like a year vacation. They can't do anything. It's my time. So I'll end up retiring a year early is what happens. Pitch outside. That's what'll happen. Vlad is 2 or 3 tonight. It's 2-0 count. Yes, bit over taxes indeed. Ball bends up high. 3-0 to Vlad. Alejandro Kirk waits on deck. Vlad should be taken all the way down by 3. And he is, as the fastball is poured right down the middle of the plate. 98 counts 3-1. Three-one pitch. Swung on a missed. Full count on Vlad now for real, man. It's cut through the crap ball. I only got one thing to say to you.
Strike this motherfucker out.
Payoff pitch. Vlad fouled it off his top of his foot. Stays alive. It's 3-2. I'm Bednar. I'm throwing an off-speed pitch to his ass in 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Diving stop. To his feet. Got him, and the Yankees win. The Yankees come all the way back from down 6-1. And they win the ball game. Where the hell is my freaking... Oh, my... Do I not have it? I thought I had it up here. Wow. I don't have it. I thought I had. Oh, there it is.
Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Duckley, he got home. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. What a game for the Yanks. Down 6-1 in the third. I gave up. I didn't think they were getting up off the deck. They got a couple runs in the third. Rodon pitched like shit. The bullpen was freaking amazing tonight. They give you 6 2/3 innings of no-run baseball. The Yankees started to find offense. Aaron Judge carried tonight. I don't want to hear shit about this guy not being clutch. 3 for 4, a homer, 4 RBIs. Stanton had 2 RBIs. Jazz hit a home run. Wells had a couple of hits. Team played well. Gotta win another one in the Bronx tomorrow, but you live to fight another day. And now you make Toronto think about it a little bit because it ain't that easy, right? You go back to right back on top. You have Cam Schlittler, who pitched a hell of a ball game against Boston. It's a bullpen game for Toronto. Yankee bats are starting to wake up a little bit, and maybe the Toronto bats cool off a little bit. Again, it's baseball. It's a law of averages. So if they start to cool off offensively and the Yankees start to hit, you never know. It's a short series, and momentum only goes as far as the next day's starting pitcher. So if Cam pitches well, it'll be the first time any of our starters have pitched well in this series. And it'd be nice to give the bullpen some rest. And let's hope that Judge continues to hit, and let's hope Stanton finds it. And it'd be nice to get Belly hitting and see if we can win a game and get this back north of the border for Friday night. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the game tomorrow because I'm pretty sure we're doing the Super Friends, which is a football stream. So I'm kind of already committed to that. If the Yankees do play Game 5 on Friday, I'll obviously be here for it. So I'm going to get out of here because I need sleep. I really appreciate all the support tonight, guys and girls. Thank you so much. It was a really good game. And hopefully I see you guys and girls on Friday for Game 5. That would be great. So Yankees win tonight 9-6. Enjoy the rest of your night. Let's go Yankees. Bad digging. Doesn't let them out. Peace.